What up? What up?
We locked in. What's the
You
deal,
already
man?
know it's we locked in. What's good?
What's good? Talk about it, man. What's good? What's
Hot on these
good?
YouTube streets. These
These YouTube
YouTube streets is hot.
different.
Yo,
Trust me.
man, I done seen some of the funniest stuff this weekend. I done seen thighs with mayo on them. I done seen a good fried chicken and fried rice meal. It's getting nasty out here in these YouTube streets, man. Yo, it is getting nasty out here in these YouTube streets, bro.
Listen, man. It's a cultural war taking place in these YouTube streets between Hassan Campbell and China Mac, man. It's like you got the old hip hop b-boy, you know. It's a lot going on up in these streets, man.
Hey
Just give
yo, hey yo, it's funny. It's good content. Yo, it's hilarious, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was watching this stuff, bro, and they was on live at the same time. So I'm looking at the comments. I'm looking at the chat. I got two phones. I'm going back and forth. You got people bombing Hassan from China Max. Hey yo, let's go troll them. They going over there. They trolling them. They all in the hey yo, this is funny, bro. I can't front, bro. But we're gonna break some of this stuff down. We're gonna we're gonna
yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna we're
get
gonna
some
dig
back
and
in.
give y'all a little pregame. I know the game about to start. We're gonna give y'all a little pregame, you know what I'm saying, on that warm-up. And then we
Yeah,
got Pee Wee and Shaq coming in later. And
absolutely,
so this is a
absolutely,
warm-up for the games. This is a
absolutely.
warm-up for that interview.
Yeah,
We're gonna be
yeah,
lit
yeah,
today.
yeah,
It's gonna be a
yeah.
good Sunday, you heard?
Yeah, no, today's gonna be a great Sunday.
Um, all right, Hassan Campbell. We had Hassan Campbell on We Locked In, and we also had China Mac on We Locked In. Salute to them. Um, salute to both of them brothers. You know what I'm saying? I met China Mac in prison. I know China Mac personally from prison. Um, and it extended to the streets. You know what I'm saying? He has been in my book release parties. He has supported me, supported the Hood Love brand. Um, he's a brother. You know what I'm saying? Hassan Campbell. We met him on YouTube. He pulled up on us, supports us. Same. Kind of similar, a little different, but kind of similar. Hassan Campbell. He basically got mad. He basically got mad that China Max said that he's not watching Math Hoffa no more because of the Troy Ave guy being on there, whatever. Um, that's opinion, that's his business. So Hassan Campbell took it like you're doing cancel culture on hip hop and black people, and you're not even a part of the culture. You're a culture vulture. You can't make this type of call. And I don't think, from what I seen, China Mac can make a call to arms like, yo, everybody, let's stop watching, my expert opinion, Math Hoffa, let's dub that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that. You know what I mean? Now, if that's out there, get it to me, hit me in the DM, send it to us so we can check that out as well. I didn't see that though. I just seen them say, yo, I don't like what you're doing. It's not my type of stuff. The stuff you're supposed to be from the streets, and I'm not messing with you. I think that's valid. What's your take on this, Mo? What you think?
Yeah, yeah. So, and that's a good question. So, I don't think that personally China is a culture vulture, right? I'm not gonna say China Mac is going out his way because he's saying, look, he don't want to mess with Math Hoffa no more because he had Troy Ave on there, right? I think that's a fair assessment. That's his opinion. That's what he feel. That's how he feel, right? I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in there, right? I don't want to go in there. So I think he has the right to express that. But then again, I don't think that Hassan has the right to then now claim that somehow because he doesn't want to go in there, somehow this is China's attack on the black culture. And nah, we can't do that, man. We'll be doing China a disservice, man. That I'm not gonna go that low. Nah, Hassan, you wilding right now, man. and if don't get me wrong, if Hassan was right, I'll be like, yeah, he right in this case, but he's not right in this case. He wilding right now. He going over the top.
Um, all right, let me. Is China Mac first and foremost? I'm gonna answer this question, and then you can answer it two more if you want. You basically answered a lot more brief than I am. I'm gonna go on a little bit on it. Is China Mac a culture vulture? Of course not. China Mac is hip hop. China Mac is streets. He's good in all the streets everywhere. He's good in all the hoods. You know what I mean? He pulled up in my hood. He pulled up in all the hoods. He makes vlogs about it. So he's good in the hood, right? So street culture, hip hop culture. He's been a rapper. You know, he's been rapping for a while. He messed with a lot of rappers. He knew Math Hopper and a lot of guys just from what he does with rap. And he was a good rapper too. He had some good stuff. I don't know why he even stopped. But so that shows he's a part of those two things right there alone. Now, black culture is a melting pot of a lot of other things. And can he get a pass with black people? Yeah, he messed with black people. It's a lot of guys. And let me tell you something. It's a lot of people that, you know, we try to like claim the culture and just say it's ours. Accept people into the culture, right? We accepting. We are so accepting, right? We accept people into the culture. And then as soon as somebody, we don't agree on something, you don't even got to do anything wrong. We just don't got to, you're not a part of the culture no more. Hey, give me this black pass back. Give me this pass back. What are you doing with this? Who gave you this? I'm taking it back. You know what I'm saying? I can't agree with that. I can't go with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like I think we be going too hard sometimes. Like
way too hard. Yeah,
it's little Mario. I see what you're saying. He's not a vulture, man. I don't think he's no vulture.
Nah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know, China Mac might be more thorough than a lot of individuals who's in the culture, right? So
right.
A lot of individuals can't listen. I know a lot of individuals can't go to Compton. Forget that. I know people from Brooklyn can't go to Brooklyn, right? So I mean, I don't want to put a title on anybody, and I don't want to somehow claim because you know I'm black. Somehow I got the black card. I could pull out the black card. Nah, I mean, like, listen. Son recognizes that he has Asian roots, but Son is very intellectual too.
He's smart.
He's smart enough to know that the original Asiatic people were black. Son is not somebody who you can't have that conversation with. He's aware of his history, his culture. He appreciates that, right? So how much of his authenticity does he lose because somehow he gravitates towards quote unquote black culture when in his bloodline itself, Asiatic people are black? So I mean, like, how much do we got to do a blood test to determine, he got 3% of black in him, and I got 8%. I'm more black. I mean, if he got a percentage of him of blackness in him, is he black?
Ancestry.
What barometer, what biologically, genetically test are we performing to determine how black China is? Get out of here with that, man.
Yeah,
he's official. He's in the culture. Now, if you want to get technical, it's some individuals who are culture vultures. There's some individuals who are. And I just don't think that he's one of them. Not at all. Absolutely not.
No, he's not.
No way.
All right. So, the battle, they was going back and forth. Then China brought out the thighs with the mayonnaise, you heard? He brought the thighs out.
Hold on. You mean like thighs, like chicken thighs?
Chicken thighs. He bring out the chicken thighs with mad mayo on them, you heard?
So the thighs in this case are supposed to be Hassan's thighs.
Hassan's thighs. And you know what the mayo represents, you heard? And
these guys.
You know what the mayo, you know what kind of sauce that's supposed to be, you heard?
That's the glaze. That's
sauce.
That's the other stuff.
That's the secret sauce. So
hold on. So what did China Mac come out with? Let's put that.
China Mac came out with the thighs and the mayo, right?
I mean, what the Hassan pop off?
Hassan comes back with the 4 chicken wings and fried rice. Yo, this thing is getting racial, man. They out here. They got racial. That's racial, man. They getting nasty. And let me tell you something. They try to throw it. I'm glad China went on 050 the movement last night and really corrected, because they try to they try to do the cancel culture and say son is being racist with the thighs, like on some black people with the chicken stuff. So he was trying to be racial with that, but it wasn't racial. That was a shot straight at Hassan Campbell, who says Hassan Campbell got thied. Hassan Campbell came to YouTube and said he got thied. Thied, his words, not mine. He said he got thied. It's not funny. It's not funny, you heard? He said he got thied. That's not funny. I'm not laughing.
I'm not laughing at that part. I'm still laughing. No,
I'm laughing at the word thied.
No, I'm still laughing at the fact that
I don't even think that was a word in the dictionary, thied, until he made that up. I think he made a new word up when he made that word, you heard? But
China, was China Birmingham the first one to use the thigh son thing? Like the thigh?
I don't know. He said it. Hassan said that he thied him. That's his words. He gets the credit for that word.
He might want to trademark that word, because that word is starting to become a popular word in our culture.
That is true. That is true. You're right about that. Yeah. All right. So, he said he got thighs. So China brings out the thighs and the mayo. Hassan fires back with the 4 chicken wings and fried rice. Check it out. Yo, check it out. YouTube is the gift that keeps on giving, you heard? Yo, check it out. I'll make sure I come here to see what's going on, because this stuff is hilarious. Check it out. So Hassan, look, so Hassan, he says, listen, this is not your culture. Chinese food and kung fu movies is your culture, you heard? Yo, who is he to give out these cultures though?
So Hassan Campbell is, Haj, you wilding right now. You passing out culture cards?
Yeah, he's passing out culture cards.
So the only thing China Mac can do is speak about like the 5 deadly venoms.
He only can talk about Tiger Style. You know what I think this year?
Wu-Tang Clan and Shaolin movies. He can't talk about gangbanging. He can't talk about hip hop. He can't talk about the only thing he can talk about is like all that stuff, right?
You telling me, so you telling me China Mac is not valid unless
you cannot make this stuff up.
Unless his words come out and then his mouth moves. His mouth moves later than the words. That's it. Yo, this is crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yo, man, this is crazy.
They wild.
Right, listen.
Come on, bro. So that's crazy though, bro.
No, this is all the way crazy. But you know what though? It's crazy. Yo, man, GTN Basketball Channel, man. Shout it out, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in the We Locked In. Yo, we need y'all to put y'all opinions, man, in the chat right now, man. Who y'all siding with? Hassan Campbell? Who y'all siding with? Hassan Campbell or China Mac, man?
Who y'all going with, man?
Who y'all going with? Y'all going with B-boy stance or kung fu movies? What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Let us know.
You gotta go one way or another. You gotta choose too.
Shout out to Hassan Campbell, man. Shout out to China Mac, man. They bringing out the whole meals and all that.
They wild. They eating it live on YouTube and everything. You heard? It's crazy, bro. Dream Chaser said China Mac hands down. Islam Salam.
Yo, Dream Chaser said China Mac hands down. VO38 said China. Jason Merv, China. New York Drew. He said I'm drunken master.
Oh man, you gotta go with the drunken master, bro. Right?
Yo, GT Ambassador said I'm not gonna side with a dude who say he can't trust himself around kids. I'm just saying.
Never siding with Hassan.
DBA said never siding with Hassan. Dream said, and China Mac would beat the F out of Harlem legend. Mac really in these streets. Yo, listen, let me tell you something, man. Yo, Melinda Castro, we laughing too. This is crazy. Listen to me. This thing done got crazy in these YouTube streets.
Hey, wow,
Listen to me. China Mac beating them streets, though, man. Let's not play games with it. Let's try to, and we ain't talking about, listen, if you called up China Mac and was like, yo, come through, we in the hood, we want to do, he coming.
By Dolo, he's coming.
He don't care. I met China Mac for the first time in
Bronx,
on
the fire.
183rd in the Bronx at the fire, and the aftermath of the fire when the 19 Muslims died in the fire. You know, may Allah have mercy upon it, them all. So, I mean, but I met him in that moment. He was out there, like, regulating, him and Mel crossing them. They was like, yo, you know how response teams respond, like FEMA and all that, in crisis mode and all that? That's what China and Mel crossing them out there on 183rd. You'd have thought that they was federal officials coming in there to regulate the crime scene and all. They was doing it in a way in which they was focusing on giving back to the community, though, like clothes and this and that over here. Now we going over here. I was like, yo, these dudes is regulating right now. So that's how I met him in that. So shout out to China Mac and Mel Cross. But when it, you know, and not to take nothing from China, man, although I just met him, we've known each other for a while through our reputations. But we gonna catch wreck on this right now. That's a fact. So I do believe that you do have multiple styles.
Yeah, he official though. China Mac's official. You know, he out there.
Certified official. Certified. No question. Certified official.
Or like, you know, back to a little serious note.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't accept these. They accept it. Once you certified, China's certified. He's valid. No matter what you say, he's valid. China's valid. China's certified. So you cannot go to a dude like that and say, hey, I'm taking your black card. I'm taking your hip hop card. I'm taking your street card. Go watch a kung fu movie. You can't do that. What is this? Or is this serious? Like,
honestly, I think Haas is being, Melinda, yeah, this is really going down in these streets. Shout it out, stop you. Shout it out to y'all. Listen, I really think Haas is being racist right now. Like, I think for trying to take, there's no question he playing the race card, and he gonna try to. And don't get me wrong, these are two juggernauts, man. Like in these YouTube streets, China Mac is a juggernaut. Hassan Campbell's a juggernaut. So this is a good opportunity to see, you know what I'm saying, who's gonna stand the test of time, right? I like it. I like the fact that they, you know, can find humor in it. But the reality is that I think Haas is trying to go under the belt, and he's trying to gather as many people as he possibly can against China to say somehow he's a culture vulture, and he's trying to take whatever little bit that he can from the community. And I don't see it like that, because I kind of see what China does is he goes to anybody community.
He adds value to the community. He adds value.
He does.
He's solid. He has principles. He stands on them, and he got morals. So he has values to any community he's a part of. He has value to our community.
And not for nothing, Mikey, and I agree with that on that. But he goes to any. China Mac will go to an Irish community and eat food with them and all type of stuff. He goes to Irish people community. He goes to, you know, Islam, salam alaikum, man. And he said, I put my money on 10 Toes Tiger from Kwang Tong. Yo, man. Yo, listen to me. Listen, I'm telling you, China will go to anybody's ethnic community, sit with the people, and he's not going to the nice people, so to speak. He's going in the trenches where the thugs is at, the goons, so to speak. And not for I don't think Haas could do that, man. I think Haas is all right where Haas is at. Like, I'm not saying
he can move around in the Bronx in certain areas. Yo, China Mac,
China Mac here. Oh, look,
China right there.
Pull up. Put the link in the chat. Yo, put it in the chat.
All right, I got you.
Yo, don't come in here neither with the different styles. Yo, man.
I dropped the link right there, China.
Yo, the link is in the chat, man. Pull up, man. Please, man. Pull up, man. Just hit the link, man. And I sent the link. Hold on, let me call Haas. Hold on, let me see if he gonna get up in here.
Yeah, I had to send it to China. You know that. That's the link right there, China. Yo, hit the link, China. You see the link right there? It's right here. Yeah, China Mac is people's, man. We can't do it. We can't do people like that, man. You're part of the coach. You valid. You solid. It is what it is. You can't pick and choose. It's either you win or you out. He's in. I got you, China. China.
Yo,
Oh, all right. What up, bro?
you can see me?
I don't see you. What? You got your camera off?
Nah, my shit on.
Nah, I don't see you, bro.
I don't know why this shit.
This shit on?
My shit on. Hold on, let me try it again.
You could just tap back in. Yeah, China Mac, he a real one, man. We can't do this like this, man. Get Hassan in here, man. We gotta get some clarity on this stuff, man. Get him in here, Mo. Yeah, bro. Yo, word up. Yo, I ain't gonna front. That was some funny. Y'all gotta check out that battle between them, bro. That if y'all haven't checked that out yet, make sure when y'all leave y'all tap in.
Yo, listen, Hassan Campbell is pulling up right now, man. He said he got to get himself together. So him and China gonna come right now and
yo, listen. Yo, this is the funny. I ain't gonna front, bro. They was on live at the same time, though.
Yo, so Dream Chaser, no. Yo, Dream Chaser, now you wrong. Listen, Haas, I just spoke to Haas just now. Hassan Campbell just said right now he pulling up right now. Where's China? Where China Mac at?
I'm about to send him a link to his phone. Let me send. I'm about to send it to your phone, China. I got you. I'm about to send him a link right to the phone.
Yo, Jason Murphy's stupid. Yo, y'all wilding right now. Of course, China Mac is a legend. We ain't even gonna play no games. We ain't even gonna play no games with that. Yo, but yo, listen. If I would have saw that, I would have probably been laughing for freaking days. If you would not have told me that, Mike, I would have literally not have. Listen, I'm telling you, if I would have saw that with myself first, I would have been crying. My wife would have been like, "What's wrong with you? Like, stop crying." Because when you do stuff like that, you really take it to another. But I do think Haas is taken to another level. I think he's playing a race car.
Oh, definitely playing a race car.
Yo, Multi, what's up, man?
I'm sending China the link right now. Yo, word, bro. Nah, you can't play the race game like that, though. You can't do that.
Yeah, we doing it right now. China, we sending you the link to the phone right now. But I think hold on, we gonna try to ask all these questions when Hassan get up here to see if whether or not he was talking about literally China
there
being
we go. There we go, China. I just sent it to you.
Like Baby T. Multi, that's my guy. We was in Green back in the days. That's my brother. Yo, that's it. A little bit after that, because Mikey was there then. I was there.
I left 9-6.
He left in 9-6. I came a little after, a little before, not 9-7. Yeah, that's it. Changed the year. 9-6, I was in Washington and Mount McGregor.
They saying China boiled Hassan yesterday.
Hold on. What? He said, I watched both gents, but China body highs.
Oh, body.
That's what the streets is saying, man. But hold on, because you know Hassan comes from that. Now, what you do is not a test stop repping to the B. He come from that era. So yeah. he can do that B-boy stuff.
Yeah, he breakdancing and all that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, it's funny. GPJ said it's funny they call Haas racist, but we don't look at ourselves for the ignorance we celebrate now. Yeah, I'm sure we probably got a bunch of stupid stuff we do every day in our hood that we could hold ourselves to account for and things like that. There's no question about that. And you're right, we do. We probably got a bunch of behavioral stuff that we should probably get rid of. I agree with you. I don't think a lot of it is intentional though. I think it's just most of it is just embedded within us. So we do stuff unintentionally too. I don't think nobody's like going out of their ways to just be be racist. I just think that a lot of stuff been handed down to us by our elders too. Yeah, Night Owl, we waiting for China to come in right now, and Hassan Campbell.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That had my weekend lit, yo. Yo, that right there.
NY Drew is stupid. Wing Chun versus Wu Tang. I'm here for it. Please pull up. Let everybody know to pull up right now. We're about to have an epic battle between Hassan Campbell. So get your forks, your knives.
Nah, this is like part 3,
and
part
your
4.
chopsticks.
They was going back and forth, though. They got multiple lives right now. So this is like Hassan versus China 3. You heard? This is like the prequel. Hey yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Nah, GPJ, your opinion matter in here. Definitely. Anything, you can always come with your opinion, man. We appreciate that here. We locked in, man. Yeah, man. Yo, no, we always wild. We was just dumb and stupid. They go my brother
right here.
Yeah, pull him in, man.
Yo, what up, China?
What's up, my brother?
Yo,
salute, bro. What up? I can see you,
damn,
bro.
I don't know why I can't hear this shit like that.
I can see you. We can hear you, bro.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, but the microphone is coming out of my fucking, like, it's not loudspeaker, bro.
Yo, you sure we can't?
Huh?
Can you hear us really good though? Or
hold on, let me see something. Let me see if I could do something. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Copy.
This shit crazy, bro.
China is in the building, y'all. Now we're waiting for Hassan Campbell to pull up in the building. Don't get it twisted. And then we can decide today on Playoff Sunday if China is a culture vulture, because that's the claim. China's a culture vulture.
Yo, what's
I
up?
think that's an unfair claim. Unfair.
Yo, what's up, man?
Unproven. Night Owl, what's up? What happened? What's going on? He just kind of like an owl. He just kind of flew in and flew out. What's going on?
Yeah, it's all good. Hey, yo, we gotta get Hassan in here because
he said he pulled up. He said he got to get himself situated. So I'm assuming that he was talking about his electronics or whatever like that. But he said he was coming.
Night Owl 2023. Let's see what he got to say. Yo, what up, Night Owl?
Scragging.
What's going on, man? What's popping, man? What's the deal, man?
Oh man, chilling, man. Posted at the beach, man. Chilling.
All right.
So I'm saying who you got in this epic battle between Hassan Campbell, the B-boy, or China Mac? Like who you got in this epic battle, man?
So I don't know. I don't really know about Hassan Campbell, bro. But shit, I know about China Mac, man. So I'll take China Mac, man. You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna go with China? You don't know nothing about Hassan Campbell. What if Hassan Campbell's the real deal?
I mean, she's the real deal. He's the real deal. But so far, you know, I know about China Mac, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I've been following him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's definitely the real deal. I was just saying, like, you know, because you don't know somebody don't mean that boy don't get busy. I mean, you see him. I mean, yesterday he came up here with the fried rice and chicken. You know, son get busy.
Oh yeah. No, I talk too, man.
Yeah, the thighs. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. You need to come out here to California, man, for a nigga can try some of that chicken. Then you know,
listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, listen.
Man, my boy, the real deal right here.
Night Owl. This no lie. That's one thing about that. Me and Mikey were just talking about China. Listen, if you tell China will pull up to the south side of Chicago, he don't care if it's coming to Chicago. He don't care if it's Watts. He don't care if it's Brooklyn. He don't care if it's Liberty City in Miami. He gonna pull up.
Yo,
Hey,
yo,
we good now.
I've been getting that China, man. You know, I've been trying to holler at him, man. You know,
Campbell in the building, man. Hold on. Drop the link for Haas.
All right, let me put the link in for Haas, man.
Yeah.
Mike, take remove us right now briefly for the moment.
All right.
Then we'll bring him back in.
Yep.
Put the link in.
What's up? Oh, we about to get to it. Okay.
We're about to get all the way
let's get right to it.
What's up?
Let's
The
get
men of
right
the
to
hour
it.
is in the building.
Let's get
Get
right
right
to
Hassan
it, man.
versus China, the epic battle of the week.
Yeah.
Y'all
Oh,
got
we
it.
locked in.
Y'all got
locked
it
in.
for the
What's
new
up?
year.
What's
Y'all got
up,
it for
man?
the new year. What's up? What's up, Haas? Yo, peace, bro. What's going on?
Don't be
Hassan, you can hear
stunting
us?
on this shit like you some type of somebody, bro. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yo,
Hassan, you can hear
Yeah, I
us?
can hear.
Okay.
all right. First thing I want to ask is this. You said China's a culture vulture. Explain that to us. And from what I heard, China said that he wasn't messing with Matt Hoffa for the Troy Ave situation, and that's his opinion. I don't think he tried to cancel him or coach or anything. I think you took that a little bit too far. But what is your take on it?
Say that again. I was getting feedback because I had the other I had the YouTube playing. So say that again.
So your beef with China is him saying that he's no longer watching my expert opinion, that he's no longer messing with Matt Hoffa and my expert opinion. That's your beef with him, right? And that's your
My beef is like this, right? I don't learn from the Jews what I already knew. You see what I'm saying? I learned from the Jews what I already knew. They taught us with Kanye West that you can't say nothing, you can't step into their business, and those rules are rules that we should have been applied to our lives. China Mac, I have no beef with China Mac outside of the fact that he has a big platform based off of black people, and by him saying in front of that audience that he's canceling Matt Hoffa, I can't stand for that, and I'm not going to stand for that. And me personally, how I personally feel, this ain't nothing personal against China Mac. This is me standing tall with my brother. You see what I'm saying? It's like when the UBN started on Rikers Island, and it was only about a handful of niggas running around, and you had to get busy. We had to stand tall together. It's like when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, fight those who fight against you. A Muslim's life, property, and family is sacred to another Muslim. These are the rules that I'm playing by now. You strike my brother, I'm striking you. Bottom line to it is, no matter what anybody say, China Mac and all these other people are guests in our house when it comes to hip hop. In New York City, there is no black DJs outside of Funkmaster Flex. We keep allowing people to have a seat at our table, and then the table ends up belonging to them. Matt Hoffa bust his ass to get to where he at. Somewhere that the crazy part about it is, all you YouTubers that's coming up right now up under me, up under Math, I feel sorry for y'all because YouTube playing dirty now, but they not playing dirty with the colonizer. They not letting channels grow. They're not pushing y'all in the algorithm. But when you turn around, you're gonna see 1090 Jake up there. I've never ever seen China Mac not one time confront Vlad and tell Vlad you are done in this culture because you are leading too many niggas into indictments. But you gonna get up there, a nigga like Math that started from the bottom, and tell him that his services is no longer needed because all of the information, and see, here's the rules, right? When all of the information is already on the internet, you can talk about what the hell you want to. If the internet, we already know Taxstone killed the boy. We already know Troy Ave shot the club up. The video is on the internet. So you can't tell a nigga, he can't ask questions that he done answered year after year after year. We already know this. But nevertheless, my whole thing is, right or wrong, black people got to learn when to say, you know what? Let's be like the Italians. You're not coming on a block and setting it on one of them. Physically, financially, verbally. And the reality of it is, one thing I realized, in order for us to be liberated, we have to start a war within ourselves. Because one thing I learned about black people as well is just like with 1090J. He's always promoting black on black crime, but you ain't seeing none of these white stories. He didn't even do a story on the white battle rapper that got stabbed to death. He left that shit in the mud.
All right.
And everybody, hold on, give me a second. And black people or letting these niggas get away with that. We'll sit up there and suck a white man dick, proud to have a Chinaman in our house, and disrespect black people all over the internet. And as far as China Mac beating me in this little battle that nigga said we had, that's based off of bias because my crowd is not saying that. So it's based off the crowd that you're watching.
Okay, so now you said that, Haas, and
You want to let China Mac respond before we go in?
That's your now. I know China Mac can defend himself, so I'm not even going to speak for China. Trying to get ahead. You got the floor, bro.
What's going on, man? Yo, first of all, you race baiting, man. That's what you're doing. That's weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a problem with what I said, I ain't hear one thing you said disputing anything I said. What you just went straight off the fact of my race. You know what I mean? That's weak. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought you was a little more swifter, a little more, you know what I'm saying, a little more agile, that you can actually come and have a conversation about what you're mad at instead of race bans. So it's easy for you to do that because you know the tension, you know the time right now. So it's easy to get everybody behind you so people could be like, oh, But let me ask you a question, you stupid, dumb motherfucker. Let me tell you this. You think you smart, but you're really dumb. Everybody watching you.
Did you hear me call you out your name?
Hold on. Let me finish.
Did you hear me call you out your name?
Let you go. I'll let you talk this shit. Let me talk my
But I'm not going to sit here and let you call me out my name. You're a grown man. I'm a grown man, right?
Well, listen. Well, I'm just saying, I'm not calling you out your name. I think you stupid. Now, let me tell you why I think you stupid. You're not smarter than Farrakhan. You're not smarter than Malcolm X. You're not smarter than Clarence 13X. And when I was coming up, what I was taught when my name was Supreme Asiatic was we are part of the same family. There's two different families and we're all part of the same family. So what you're doing right now is you trying to separate and segregate. You're not smarter than Farrakhan, bro. You're not. You're not smarter than W.D. Fard Muhammad. You're not. So all that.
You think Farrakhan got something nice to say about your people?
Hold on, let me finish.
You think Africa got something nice to say about your people?
Let me finish, bro.
You think Jamaica got something nice to say about your people?
Hold on, Haas. When you spoke, everybody was quiet. Just give him the floor, and then you can respond to whatever he's saying.
You're not smarter than them. So now what I'm saying is, what you trying to do is you trying to go with this race thing, right? I said what I said because of a personal situation that I saw that was on the internet that I could critique. It's on the internet. It's not black business. It's hip hop business. Whether you like to accept me or not, I'm part of hip hop. I've been a part of hip hop since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from China that just grew up one day and just came to New York and wanted to act black and started listening to music. This was what I was raised on. You understand what I'm saying? So by you calling me a visitor to hip hop, it's like a white man saying that Michael Jordan is a visitor to basketball. That sounds stupid. It's like a white person saying Muhammad Ali is a visitor to fucking boxing. That sounds stupid. So for what are you saying is, what culture is not skin complexion. Culture is what we was raised around. And Mikey B, I've been with Mikey B. He's seen me since I was a kid, 17, 18 years old. I've been this way, and I've always been that way. So now I said what I said. You can say what you want to say now.
Go ahead, Haas.
What I'm going to say is this, right? You know Math. You could have called Math on the phone and said that to Math if you had a problem with Math. Instead, you took it to an audience. You could have hit Math up. You could have texted him. You could have called him. You could have emailed him. Instead, what you did was you went to an audience of millions of people, because even though they may say you got 300,000 subscribers, I know all of us got more subscribers than they're letting us see. So you went to 300,000 people and told them Math is done. I can't sit cool with that when you could have called that man on the phone. I'm not going to let, I don't care about, and I don't respect black people with the bullshit. Hip hop is black culture. Black culture. We don't share it. We allow people in this shit. I don't care what nobody say. That shit started in the Bronx amongst us. We cannot go inside China and just adapt to their culture and say it's our culture. It's their culture. Most Chinese people don't even like black people. They're more racist than white people. We're going to stop with the bullshit. I don't give a damn what jail you been in with niggas. I don't care what gangs you ran with niggas. When it comes to the rules and respecting the line, there's some things that other people and other cultures got to stay out of our goddamn business. And the bottom line to it is, I wouldn't be a man or a friend to sit back and watch somebody else try to cancel my friend that was canceled through other, like Math Hoffa been pushed to the side and shitted on with battle rap. Then the battle rappers didn't even want to help Math Hoffa get to where he's at right now. He had to bust his ass. I came on Math platform twice. I was bigger than Math. I came on Math platform twice and merged my audience with his audience, and now Math is at the top of the game. And I'll be damned if I sit back and watch somebody from another culture cancel him when he bust his ass to get to where he at. I don't personally care. Listen, hold up. I don't personally care how anybody else black feel, because I know when it comes to our people, we hate each other more than anything. That's why when you go back to the penitentiaries, or you get these sucker ass niggas that come from jail in this arena that I built, the first thing y'all do is slay each other.
Check it
no
out.
loyalty.
Check it out. I respect you. I respect everything you say as far as you supporting Math Hoffa and you feeling the way you feel about him. But on the same token, China Mac is a brother, bro. We gotta come to his aid and call a spade a spade. He been to our communities not only to make money but to help as well. We can't. So all the work that he did, none of that doesn't matter. All the work that he has done in his life, none of that doesn't matter. It matters.
Listen. Hold on. I'm gonna answer your question.
So you get some background for him. When I was in prison, I met China Mac in prison. He wrote me, he sent me pictures, real dude stuff, just real dude stuff. He pulled up at my book release parties in Queens or wherever they was at. That's support. I was in jail. I didn't ask him for nothing. He didn't have to do that. He wasn't like me at that time as far as banging. I met him on Neutral Queens time. That's how I met him. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying to you is this: for a guy like that that's working and that's accepted in the culture, he's accepted in our culture. I'm not just saying accepted. I say he was grown in it. I'm saying he's a part of the culture. I'm saying he's just a part of the culture. How could you revoke that because he don't like Math Hoffa?
Hold on.
Listen, what you got? Listen.
Hold on, Hans, and then you can speak, right? And I think so. I just met China Mac, right, physically, and I met him at the event where after the Muslims died in the fire on 183rd in the Bronx, right? And he was there with Mel Cross and them. He was actually regulating in terms of providing support, logistical and technical support to the families and stuff like that, through clothes, food, shelter, everything, right? Now this is the thing, right? I think in this case, China Mac, from what I know about him, the little bit that I do know, I think he's actually one of the only few people in the Asian community who is actually going against his own culture, because traditionally there are a lot of biases and stereotypes that comes from the Asian community. So what I've seen from him is that he's actually fought against that own narrative to basically say, listen, that he's identifying, he's acknowledging the origins and the roots of where Asiatic people derive from. So he's not going against that truth. He's saying this, I can identify with this, but it's the majority of the Asian community themselves who either don't have knowledge of it, or if they do have knowledge of it, they choose to ignore that. So I think his story is unique, and it's not like an individual who's trying to exploit and take advantage of the culture for his own benefit. In addition to that, when we speak about the situation with Math, he was only speaking about his personal opinion with Math, not trying to X out Math and say, listen, I don't want you guys out there to watch that. I don't think he stated that. I think he was simply expressing that, being that his relationship with Math, being that he watches the his podcast and things like that. I'm not dealing with that based on my values, based on my integrity. So everybody else can continue to do so. I think if he would have done so on that level, then you would have a valid point. So I just kind of wanted to put some clarity regarding that.
Oh yeah, I got something to say.
Hold up, you skipping past me. Wait your turn. My whole thing is like this, and I say that respectfully. I'm gonna say this again. I drew a line based off my principles and not nobody's feelings. When it comes to being an influencer, I understand the power of that. My words can cancel somebody that's weaker than me, where the whole audience, I can sit up there and say something, nobody's rocking with you no more. So I understand the power of him being an influencer. And people actually loving this guy the same way they love me. He has his own audience. He built his own audience. So when you, like I said, once again, that's bullshit. People are going to take what he say as if he's Jesus, the same way they do me. When you build a large, I said with Papa, he worked hard to get the way he had. I don't care about whatever else China Mac did or what he's doing. I care about the one act that could have crushed Math Hoffa. He got a lot of people coming at him, and my whole thing is, for me, I'm getting tired of people selling our people the streets. I don't uphold the code of the street. I uphold the code of the village. And this is the problem with a lot of grown men. The men that's coming home from jail, the men that somebody is your shit making noise in the background. You gotta mute that. Niggas is coming home from jail, and instead of us becoming the grown men that we are supposed to be, the grandfathers, the elders, niggas is still stuck in the second childhood and playing the street game. This is not about the streets. It's about the village. I don't give a damn about no street code with no ignorant niggas all over the internet, all over video, who told on themselves with the crimes that they committed. What I care about, if anybody's going to say anything about this case with Troy Ave and Taxstone, Troy Ave has the power to actually get Taxstone out of jail by putting reasonable doubt there. He's already out. The district attorney already working with him. The nigga got caught with 3 guns and he's still on the street. Everything is public information. So when Matt was asked a question about a video that's on the internet, other interviews that's on the internet, how you gonna cancel a brother? Like, I don't give a damn what anybody outside the black community do. You are still a guest in black people's house. I don't care if you went shopping with me. I don't care if you when you come in my house right here, you are a guest. When you get into an argument with my wife and your kids, I'm going to ask you until it cools down to leave. No, you're not a chairman in our shit. You are a guest. And the problem is what people is y'all get caught up in your emotions where y'all don't play by the same rules that they people play with. You're not going in to no goddamn, and I'm not being disrespectful when I say that, but I meant that. Chinese restaurant is Chinese people culture. Karate is Chinese people culture. You cannot get inside anywhere when it comes to Chinese people culture. The sad part about it is with us, even amongst ourselves. You go to Jamaica, they call you what? The Yankee. Even amongst ourselves, we not included. So you gonna tell me that China Mac gets to come in our house and he gets to say and do whatever he wants to, and people are going to support him, but you won't be able to do that in this house. I'll give you $10,000 right now if you can show me a picture with China Mac inside his house at a dinner table with black kids eating. I'll give both of y'all $10,000 right now. Produce a picture of him inside his house with his mother and father and black kids eating at the table. It was forbidden. I promise you, I don't even know his parents, and I guarantee you they don't like black people.
Is it my turn to speak?
Knock yourself out.
Done?
That last comment was crazy, Hassan.
All right.
That was crazy.
Listen,
Is it true?
Listen,
Is it true?
Campbell, Hassan Campbell, my bad. Listen, I got pictures like that. I produced those pictures. Now let me tell you this. Hassan Campbell.
Go get them. You in your house? You in your house? Go get them.
I'm gonna produce them. Now listen, let me tell you something, right?
If you call me Hassan Campbell in my face, I would shoot you in your face, nigga.
Whatever.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Well, if you call me,
I would shoot you dead in your face.
If you call me Chinaman in my face, I'll beat the shit out of you. How about that?
No, you won't. The same thing that happened to you in California happened to you again, where you don't want the footage out. Nigga, you would never put your hands on me.
Hold on, y'all.
How about that? Why you ain't beat the man up that put his meat between your legs?
Hold on, y'all.
I destroyed his army. I destroyed his army.
He destroyed.
I destroyed his army.
Hold on, Haas. Hold on, China.
But you think it's funny, but you're a man, right?
Yeah.
Let's have this healthy dialogue.
Listen, hold on. Let me finish because he wanted to call me out my name, so I called him out his name. That's it. Right now we done with that. Now listen, let me speak my piece. Right. So look, check this out. Right. It's so easy for you to do this black and Asian thing. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy for people to do that. Is because what I see is You clickbaiting. You want more attention. Your channel is going down, so you see something, you know race is a hot.
Is it really? I just got another black.
Hold on, let me finish. You see Asian and black thing, that's a hot topic. See, people see that, they gonna click that because it's something that the algorithms is pushing. They want us to be a part, so they gonna keep on pushing that. They gonna want to see that. People gonna want to click that. You know that. You're a YouTuber. You know that, right? Now, listen. Let me ask you a question. If you had a problem with what I said about Matt Hoffa, the same thing I said, Zip with the Drip said. Why didn't you do a video on him saying that? Why didn't you do that? Because
Can I answer?
Hold on. Let me finish.
You asked me a question, right?
When you was talking, I'll let you finish your thought. Let me finish my thought. Why you didn't say nothing when other people said the same thing I said? No, because you saw an opportunity for you to create this narrative, to push this narrative. Oh, he's Chinese. He's a guest in this, whatever. Now, what I'm saying is, I'm not refuting the fact that black people started hip hop. But when hip hop started, it was a New York City thing. There were Puerto Rican people there. There were all type. Whoever was there, right? It was a New York City thing. Now, what I'm saying is, I've been a part of that since the 80s. I've been a part of hip hop since 87. That's when hip hop was introduced to me. Now, what makes me a visitor? Is it just solely my skin complexion, or is it my heart? Is it what I carry? Is it my morals, my principles, or is it solely my skin complexion? Now, if you say that I'm a visitor solely because of my skin complexion, then I would say then Michael Jordan would be a visitor to basketball. Because a white man started basketball in America, and Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. So if we're gonna go by the same logic that you're going with, then that means all of these people, basketball players, football players, boxers, they're all, if they're not white, they're visitors, which doesn't make sense. That is just retarded. That doesn't even make sense, right? But now, but you're trying to push that on me. You're trying to push that on me.
How many questions are you asking me? One question at a time.
Hold on, let me finish. You're trying to push that on me like I'm from another country, like I'm from the suburbs, like I'm from somewhere else. When no, I grew up in the system like everybody else. All the project kids coming from Brownsville, coming from the Bronx, coming from Lower East Side, coming from Harlem, coming from Queens. We was all in the same spot. I grew up with them. We broke bread together. We learned together. We studied together. I studied God body lessons with them. They taught me stuff. I taught them stuff. So at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, my culture is what our skin complexion doesn't make your culture. You could be a black man in Russia, and if you're born and raised in Russia, your culture is going to be Russian. Your culture is not going to be the same thing that we have in the Bronx, New York City. So what you're trying to push is garbage. With that being said, I'm gonna let you finish.
But yo, listen, just a little before you go, Haas. Hip hop is a construct of black culture, but hip hop has no culture, has no race. It's a construct of black culture.
That's bullshit.
That's
bullshit. And not only is it not, hold up, Mikey B, give me the floor now. Hold up, Mikey B, give me the floor now.
I'm gonna give you your time. Listen, but hip hop, when as we accept it as Chinese people, it's hip hop is on all the continents. Hip hop has many different dances, food. Now we got hip hop is its own culture, bro. It's not a color.
Right now, what you're doing, Mikey B, you rewriting the Bible. Stop it.
True. That's not.
No. It is true. Hold up. First, what you need to do is take your ass to the Bronx, go to the Hip Hop Museum, sit down, have a conversation with KRS-One, so he can break down the fundamentals, the 5 elements of hip hop. In order to speak on hip hop, you got to come by. It's like when you get blooded in, you got to come by the rules. Hip hop has rules to it. There's a foundation to it. There's elements to it, whether it be the breakdancing, the graffiti. You see what I'm saying? There's 5 elements that comes along with that. Now, what you're doing is, one of the things that happened when I came out on Africa Bambaataa in the Zulu Nation, which is the first family of hip hop. Zulu Nation is the first family of hip hop, and everybody in the industry will tell you that. All the jams that they talk about in the center was in Bronx River. It started out in the Bronx. Hip hop. Hip hop. No. Hold up. Because you ain't water that nigga down. Don't water me down. And when this video plays, it's gonna look biased because everything that is. Let me finish.
So listen, I was just.
No, Mikey P, let me finish though. But you making me lose my train of thought though.
Speaking to us though, and now you.
Yeah, but you're making me lose my train of thought, Mikey P.
I understand that, but what you talk about us and you're talking about the platform and how we conducted it. I was just giving you some dialogue on what the culture of hip hop is.
But you're giving me wrong dialogue.
It's not just black people. No, it's not true.
You're giving me wrong dialogue. First of all, any pioneer in hip hop right now, and matter of fact, I'll send you videos. They're going to tell you that this is our culture, and everybody else is an outsider. Even Eminem
said it was a construct of black culture, but hip hop is its own thing now. It's its own. It outgrew that. You trying to keep hip hop in the Bronx? It's not in the Bronx no more. It's in every country in the world.
You don't even understand the power of your words and what you're saying.
What are you? Are you Puerto? What are you? You black?
What you don't? I'm not. First of all, I wasn't finished. But that's for one. That's for one. For two, now you inviting other people to talk over me. You see what I'm saying? Like no, Chef, you called me here. Why did you call me here for y'all to be biased?
Ain't nobody biased.
Nah, nobody.
You just totally, y'all just totally.
You're speaking your side, and China's responding to it.
I'm not getting a chance to speak my side because now you're pulling people up while I'm talking. Mikey B's cutting me off. Y'all didn't cut China Mac off not one time.
You talking to us? What you speak to us? We can answer. If you speak,
but in a debate, people answer when the other person stops speaking. You see what I'm saying? Y'all didn't do that to him. So automatically listen. Bottom line to it is, I'm not even gonna waste my time going any further. I said what I said defending Math Hopper, and I'm gonna say it again. He asked the question, why I didn't say it to Zip with the drip? Because I feel like you are in violation. I play by rules. The rules that I'm playing with, if you're white, you're a guest at our house. Black people gotta learn to take their shit back. Zip with the drip got a right to say what he wanna say. Troy Ave got a right to say what he wanna say. I personally feel like China Mac has no business in black business. I feel like Vlad has no business in black business. If you're interviewing a person and they decide to tell a story, that's cool. But if you decide to get up there and instigate shit or put your mind in the mix of black people business, my thoughts is mind your fucking business. Mind your fucking business. It's not your business. It has nothing to do with you. I will not sit back and watch no Chinese man, no white man, or no motherfucking Jewish man cancel a black man ever again. At some point in time, somebody got to learn to set the trend, and I guess that should have started by me. I saw what they did to Kyrie. I saw what they did to Kanye West. You can't talk about them, so you can't talk about us. And anybody that's black, that's willing to allow the outsider, the colonizer, to come in and actually speak on black people's shit as if they got a place and we can't do it with them, it's a fucking sellout. That's how I feel.
All right. So first of all, thank you, Hassan and China and Hassan. If myself and Mikey at any time you guys were speaking, trying to say something where y'all wanted to get your point across, we apologize. Listen, the goal right here is for us to have a healthy dialogue. We understand there's going to be some times where things get out of control, but we want to keep things into perspective. So when China's speaking, let him speak. When Hassan is speaking, let him speak so that we can get everything we got to get out there. Nothing gets misconstrued, and there's that respect factor there. Now I do understand what Haz is saying, right? I do get the part of there being that it was started by black individuals, whether we want to talk about elders migrating from Jamaica over here and individuals who were already over here, Bronx River. I think China is very much aware of that culture. I don't think that that's the issue here, right? I do think that that's important. But I do believe, to Mikey's point, that we have, in spite of that, evolved. And I do believe that hip-hop itself was a construct that was supposed to challenge the state apparatus, the system itself, because the system itself was oppressing us as a people, disenfranchising us further, marginalizing us further. So it was a way for us to express ourselves, right? So I think that at this point it has evolved. Now, the point that you're getting at, Haas, which is a great point, that it has been taken over by commercialism, by corporate thugs in that regard, and now it appears as if we no longer have control over it. I totally agree, and I don't think that China disagrees with that. But I think that by labeling China, and I'm saying this with all fairness, a Vlad is kind of stepping over that, because the difference between them is that Vlad never had no dealings with us in our communities from the ground up to the present, and that's the difference between China's situation than someone like Vlad. He's actually grew up with us in that regard, so that's a whole different vibe. Now you probably can disagree, and I'm not in this case trying to defend you or his position. I'm saying I'm putting it in the context that if we're going to speak about something being fair, that's a fair assessment to say. If you want to speak in this case about Vlad versus China, I think that's kind of overstepping the boundary. That's just my opinion in that regard. And you might say I'm wrong about that, but I just think that that's my perspective on that. But China, I know you want to respond to that.
Yeah. So
I mean, let me finish though. Let me finish though. China said you said my channel was dying, right? And just within the last 22 hours, I got over 100,000 views. My topic that I did with you, I got 62,000 views. Your topic, you went 3 times and you still didn't even get that. So if my channel, I mean, you've been on YouTube before me. If my channel was dying, yours already died. Number for number, you can't match with me. You can't rock with me. People already know that my platform is being sabotaged by the colonizer, because my voice is too powerful. Every day I'm up here using my voice to where even the mayor is speaking out on the shit that I'm speaking out on. Even the mayor. When you sat up there, you said, what am I doing for my community? I just did a coat drive, book bag drive 3 weeks ago. So it's like, I don't sit up here and post. First and foremost, I don't have a 501c3 where I'm getting grants for the government and I'm being sponsored from the government. I don't trust nobody who works for the government. I don't trust nobody who has a 501c3 from the government. That's what infiltrated the churches and made the pastors sell out the people. So I understand the power of a 501c3. Everything that these dudes do is sponsored and paid for. I don't trust the majority of jail niggas that's working for the government right now. I've never in my life, for example, tried gangster. I've never in my life seen a blood get paid more money than the mayor. I know it's something not right about that. Malcolm X wouldn't accept that. I mean, the old Farrakhan, Khalid Muhammad wouldn't even accept that, because we know it's something that's not right about that. But it is what it is. Back in the days, the Black Panthers was executed for trying to get free lunch. Now the government is paying and sponsoring Bloods, but at the same time locking up Bloods. Which one is it? Our people is confused. Niggas sit up there and talk shit about me. You sat down with Tekashi 6ix9ine, but the whole message what niggas missed was when I sat down with the nigga, I pressed him over telling on a driver, Ish, who didn't do anything to him. It took that man away from his kids, and he didn't have nothing to do with the criminal activities. But everybody looked past that. But at the same time, y'all sit up there and watch Whack 100 run with 6ix9ine. Corey King is sitting up there dealing with Whack 100 and all the rest of these dudes when these dudes are violating and breaking the oath. And it's like y'all make excuses when shit ain't right, and y'all overlook a lot of shit that ain't supposed to be overlooked. Half these niggas is working, half these niggas is CIA. Half these niggas is government plants, and y'all sitting up there embracing these niggas and hugging them. The same way Jim Jones, you see him sitting up in the picture with CEO Chris. We being infiltrated all over the place, and y'all love the colonizer. Y'all love these agents. All the way up into the penitentiary. Y'all can't see when the government put a plan amongst you? Oh, niggas grew up with us. No, they didn't. Absolutely not. Why? In the penitentiary? Who put them there? When China come invade America, do you think they're going to be nice to black people? Have you ever seen the way Chinese people in China treat black people? Are y'all not paying attention to the way how China is over there in Africa taking over the African seas right now? Africans can't even fish in their own water without the Chinaman's permission. Do y'all not see what China is doing to Jamaica? Are y'all not watching and seeing what China is doing to Jamaica? The problem with you niggas is y'all claim to be real niggas, but you love the colonizer as they killing us off. But no, not this one right here. Not this one right here. Nigga could have sat up there and said the math off of your math, man. I love you, math, but you bugging. In a respectable way. I'm done with you, Matt. Like, what? Why people are not showing this energy when our children dying in the streets? Niggas is more mad about the coldest silence than niggas is mad about our babies dying in the streets. That's why the black community is on life support. And most black people gonna suffer all the way till they die because we can't get our shit right. The only thing we want to uphold is this sorry ass gangster image. The gangster accolades. Oh, I went to jail. Yeah, I was getting busy. I did this, I did that. Like, what? So when you get home from jail, let me see you cash that shit in. You can't. I see 30 and 40 niggas standing on the corner, all had RICO cases, they all home now, and niggas ain't got no answers for our people. Niggas is straight weak. And they come home and get mad at me because the nigga with no education that got died, everybody comes to my channel to see my opinion more than everybody else. So niggas envy me. And that's the bottom line. My name is the #1 name on this fucking internet. So when you say I'm watering, I'm dying down a little bit, I should be dying down a little bit. I mean, I've been rocking this shit for how many years? Getting 100,000 views every single day, waking my people up.
All right.
#1 voice sitting up there. #1 voice trying to stop these black kids from killing each other.
All right.
The only voice that was trying to stop drill music when them kids was killing each other.
Let China respond to that.
Yo, one thing about you is you a flip flopper. You know what I'm saying? You a flip flopper. You say one thing, and then next week you say another thing. Cause I could show a video where you bigging me up. Now all of a sudden, when the shit fits to your narrative, and you can see that, oh, I could do this. Now you switching it up. Now I'm a culture vulture. Now I'm this. Now I'm that.
China Mac, if you do something positive, I'ma big you up. If you do something positive, I'ma big you up.
I sat here and listen to you.
Go ahead.
For 10 minutes. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. You flip flop. You go from one thing to another. Whatever's the hot thing, you twist it to your narrative. You don't go by fact. You play on the minds of the people. You play with emotions. That's what you do. You're not really trying to cause change. What you're really trying to do is just cause all types of commotion so you could run up your channel, so you could run up views. Let me tell you what I do, bro. I go talk to the youth. Every month I go talk to the youth. You know what I'm saying? Every month I go pull up on my bro Bill and we go talk to the youth. Whenever anything is going on in the neighborhood, whenever anything is going on, I use my platform and I help. And I go, I get clothes for people. I do whatever I can for the people because I look at the black people like my people. When I first came home, I was on parole. Freddie Gray got killed in Baltimore. This was before Black Lives Matter. This is before it was the in thing to do. I took my ass on parole, went out there and stood with Freddie Gray, almost got it on with police and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? Where I come from, there wasn't no race. It was just two colors. It was blue and it was green. And all of us in the green, we was against the people in the blue because they were the oppressors. They were the oppressors. And I know for a fact, being in prison, that the only way that 200 guards can control 3,000 inmates is what? Separation. You keep this group over here, you keep this group over there, you keep that group over there. Everybody worried about what we doing, we fighting amongst each other, and that leaves us less opportunity to overtake the jail. And the same thing that's happening in jail is the same thing that's happening here. And what you're doing is you are feeding into that. You are feeding right into that program, and what you're doing is you're causing more of a divide, which is not helping the people. All it's doing is causing more hate and causing more turmoil and causing more confusion. You are an agent. You are a culture vulture. And with that being said, I'm going to leave my piece.
Well, I mean, I tell you like this, right? You came home on parole and went out of town, and you was almost going to fight the police on parole. Me personally, I feel like you CIA. If I see you do something positive, anybody positive, I'll give you your accolades. I do the same thing to Jim Jones. I see him do something fucked up, I check him. When I see him do something positive, I say shout out to Jim Jones for doing whatever he did, because that's the balance. That's the scale of life that Allah judges us by. When you sin, there's a reward for it. When you do good deeds, there's a reward for it. So if somebody does something right, I'll say that's what's up. Somebody do something wrong, I'll say that's what's up. I mean, at the end of the day, my dick flip flop in your mother's mouth. It does. It gets hard and then it goes down. It gets hard and then it goes down. I mean, at the end of the day, disrespect. No, but he's playing. But see, he's sitting up there like a 2-year-old trying to taunt me, and you ain't telling him to chill out. So disrespect earns disrespect. If you would have told Shorty, if you would have told him to chill out, then I would have chilled out. But the reality of it is, that shit don't make me mad, because the reality of it is, one thing I understand is that you are everybody in the black community is not going to accept this nigga. Everybody doesn't accept him. He's only accepted by the blood niggas that was in jail with him and the lost ass, weak ass black people that's looking for a friend outside of their community. Everybody in our community ain't with this shit. They ain't with him and they ain't with everybody else. Some of us is trying to get our shit together. We can't worry about nobody else right now. All I hear is about what he's doing in the black community. Nigga, what the fuck is you doing in your own community? Anytime you that invested in black people and black people issues, I gotta ask who sent you. There's no way in hell I'm gonna fight more for another culture than my own culture. With all the shit that Chinese people is going on in China, he's not bringing no awareness to the shit, the deaths that's going on, the FEMA camps that's going on, concentration camps that's going on in China. All you hear talking about is in black people business. You're not concerned about what's going on, the deaths that's going on, the Holocaust that's going on within your own people, where hundreds of thousands of them are being killed by your own government. But and in some cases in China, what's going on with the Chinese people is worse than what's going on with black people in America. But you focus on black Americans. Nigga, your government. I see through you. And all the jokes and the laughing and the smiling ain't gonna make me smile with you, nigga. You're full of shit. Bottom line to it is, when you sit up there, you try to disrespect math like that, I stepped up to the plate, and it is what it is. And if my channel was failing, it's still doing better than yours.
All right, so listen, let me tell you something, man. First of all, I've never been to China. I've never been to China. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in New York City. I've never been to China. So I can't speak on anything about China. I don't know anything about China. I don't know what's going on in China. I know what's
I've never been to Africa.
Hold on, let me finish. I know what's going on here. So I speak on what's going on here. I grew up in hip hop. That is what interests me. So that's what I speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. I speak on what interests me. I speak on what's around me. I speak on what I see. Just like you. You speak on whatever you speak on. It's cool for you to speak on it. It's cool for you to speak on whatever. But when somebody else speak on it, do the same thing you do or whatever, then you got an issue with it. That's hypocritical, my friend. Now, let me tell you, I have people. Have you ever been to China? You have never been to China. So let me tell you.
I will never go to China.
Hold on. You've never been to China. So for you to say that black people are getting treated like shit in China, when China doesn't have YouTube, China doesn't have Instagram, China doesn't have none of that. So everything that you're getting, all the information that you're getting from somewhere else. You're getting from third party, right? So now let me tell you something. I have friends that I could call that are in China right now, and they will tell you they have never got kicked out of a store. They never got harassed. They never got none of that. They're living great. They look at them like gods in China. All the women fuck with them. All the men admire them, want to be like them. That's how it is in China. And I could bring people up here right now and prove that. That's in China right now. So everything that you're saying is just regurgitated bullshit that you're just trying to use and flip to fit your narrative so you can push whatever agenda you're trying to push. And
Moshe, do me a favor.
In your agenda,
if it's gonna be between me and China, man, get that nigga the fuck up out of here. I'm not talking to none of these other niggas.
I'm gonna ask you to talk to me, nigga.
Moshe, I came up here to talk to y'all, not him. I don't like him.
Your agenda is bullshit. Your agenda fits a narrative of trying to divide and conquer. That's what I'm trying to keep on going. Your agenda doesn't fit the narrative that because hip hop started, it included everybody. Hip hop wasn't, when it started, it included everybody. It was us against the machine, right? And now what you're doing is you trying to change the essence of hip hop. What you're trying to do is you're trying to switch it and flip it and make it and make people hate a
Us?
certain type of other people. And that right there is not responsible. That right there is not upholding what hip hop is. That right there is not upholding any morals or principles. What you're doing is solely trying to work on people's emotions, work on all of this stuff that's going on so you can get your own views, so you can get your money up, so you can get your personal gains up.
You said that already.
Hold on. Now, I'm a part of making content. I like to make content. I make money off of content. But if you look at my content has never been on the backs of black people. All of my content has been upholding black people. I paint black people in the best light that I know because I know black people. You know what I'm saying? Mikey B, I could go there. I would bring Mikey B to my family. Mikey B, you could, when I come to New York on Monday, you can come. If you're in New York, you could come eat food with my family. We can celebrate Chinese New Year together, my brother. Now, I can't say all Chinese people is like that, but we are growing. We are growing too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our ancestors, they've been fed the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They've been fed the same bullshit that you're trying to regurgitate to the people. So a lot of my people are lost too. And my job is to wake our people up. My job is to show my people that we are similar. If you look at Mikey B's cheekbones, Mikey B, we look like we got the same cheekbones. We got the same nose. Look at my brother right here. We got the same nose. Look at you. We got the same nose. So what I'm saying is we have more in common than we actually think. But it's people like you that try to push this divide and conquer. And I've been in prison, and like I said, the only way to control a whole prison is divide and conquer. And you, my friend, is pitching in with that.
What I'm pitching in with, and what I'm saying, and it just because I'm not gonna go back and forth. We're saying the same thing over and over. What I'm gonna say, Moshe, anytime I don't have no problem with coming on your platform or whatever, but the Mac Mings and all the rest of that, me and China Mac got a little issue. We address each other as men or get disrespectful, whatever. The rest of these niggas, I'm not like I don't deal with trolls. I don't fuck with China Mac Ming. I don't fuck with that dude. I don't never want to be on a platform with him. I don't never want to have a conversation with the nigga. Once that dude put a video on the internet with me backing out a gun in Bronx River and tried to get me locked up, I don't never want to speak to him. There is no justifying that. If he was in jail in Attica and he did some shit like that, niggas would have killed him in the yard. If he was in the feds and he did some shit like that, niggas would. I don't want to talk to that dude. Don't never bring me in the presence of none of these other dudes. The issue here was between me and China Mac. Bottom line to it is, I stand on what I say. At this point in time, in my life, me being a black man, I'm only concerned of rising a black nation. Shout out to all other nationalities, but Martin Luther King led us into a burning house. He led us, and that's his words. When he realized he went against what Malcolm X was saying, I ain't got no beef with nobody until you touch my brother, harm my brother, or disrespect my brother. And I'm going to say it again. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, says a Muslim's life, family, and property is sacred to another Muslim. And outside of Islam, black men have to treat black men like that. I saw a Chinese man attack a black man, and I stood tall for that, and I stand on that. Anybody else that don't like that, it is what it is. That's how it is where I come from. China Mac don't come from. Hold up.
I respect. I appreciate.
So we respect your opinion.
Support other people, but I just think the way that China, personally, this is my opinion. The way that you're saying China's a culture vulture, let me tell you something. Especially in this chat too, it's a lot of racist stuff in the chat. A lot of Chinese people don't like this or like black people. See, this is the thing that got us here right now, because we are using the opinions of people that we don't even know. If you don't even know someone, you're just boiling the whole Chinese people, and that's what they did to black people. They put us.
But Mikey B, you being biased right now.
Give me a hold on. And they stereotype.
You swaying the crowd towards China Mac.
I'm not swaying nothing.
And then you hold up, Mikey.
Because
hold on, Haas. Let them speak, and then you can go, Haas.
I listened to you for a while. I've been listening to you for most of the show.
But Mikey, that's not fair though.
No, hold on.
Come on, Mikey, that's not fair though.
Hold on, Haas. Let them speak, and then you.
I just said I pick you up for supporting Math Alpha. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I start with that? But I'm just telling you on the same talk, I'm going to support China Mac as well, because China Mac, what? He's a part of our community. He has worked for our community. in all type of different ways. And I'm not just talking about one community because we're just saying black culture and street culture. That's two different communities. That's not the same thing. So he's a part of street culture, the street community. He's a part of hip hop, and he's a part of the black community, the black culture. My wife loved China Mac. My people love my mother loved China Mac. What you mean? My family, like he said that. If I tell them, yo, China Mac is coming over to eat. Hold on, I'm cooking everything. Yo, we going. They love China Mac. The people love China Mac. So you can't take that away from him. He's loved throughout the communities in America. He's been to more communities in America to more black communities than I did. And I've been to a lot of different black communities that love me. So you cannot just take that because he said his opinion on somebody. It's something that he's seen that we all know that you shot it as well. And you know certain things ain't right. Like, come on, man.
And I think, hold on, Hans. And I know you want to respond, Hans, right? So I think the matter is that everybody's opinion matters in this case, right? I don't want to invalidate what Hassan Campbell say, because what you say, that's your opinion. You have a platform, you have a voice. You can say what you want to say. You dig what I'm saying? China Mac has a platform, he has a voice, and he can say what he want to say. I think that what happens a lot of times is that we get into the habit of just responding on a person's opinion. I think he basically stated how his feelings were. I'm not supporting math anymore. He's not supporting math no more. Now, I do understand, Hassan. I don't want you to think that I don't understand what you're saying when you say because of his influence, because of his platform, when he says something like that, it could then now, reverberate to the people who he has influence over, and it can metastasize and become, an instance in which he's not literally supporting math. It can become like a cancel culture type thing. I do understand that, but I don't want to question anyone's intentions because I don't have the ability to look in China Mac's heart to see if this is what his intentions is to X out anybody or whatever like that. What I do know, I have to speak to his integrity, his character, and what we do know. And what we do know is that his character has not been of that. Now, if you want to say all of what you want to say, then yeah, you have the right to do that. That's your opinion. I just respectfully disagree, my brother. Now, I know you want to comment. Go ahead, Haas.
All right, let me say this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm not gonna go back and forth. For one, y'all should have extended this. Hold up, y'all should have extended this platform to Math Hoffa. He should be the one up here actually talking and not me. For one, for two, hold up. For two. It's like when I look at the setup, this live right here shouldn't have nobody but me, you, Mikey B, and China Mac. All the other add-ons, that's a lynching. That was a setup. It was a lynching. It was a straight lynching. Nobody does dialogue like that. That shit reminds me of that 050 nasty shit where men can't be men. Me being a black man on a black platform with a Chinese man that loves black people so much. That was actually, he thought it was funny. He made fun of black people's chicken, but not only did he do that, scratch all that, he's supposed to be a caring man, loving man that loved black people that thought child rape was funny. Then he went on his platform and lied and told everybody I was 16 years old when I was raped by a man. I told everybody I was 12, right? But this is the master manipulation. See, grown men don't find it funny when a man has been molested. Nobody finds that funny, but it's crazy how all of the defense, y'all niggas became this nigga defense attorney and vouch for him. Y'all vouch. Oh, no, let me finish. Y'all vouch for it. No. It was biased. Listen, let me finish. Y'all was biased, but here it is. I'm your black brother up here, and I could be humiliated. Niggas can laugh at me being like. It's crazy how strong I have to be amongst my own people, because if I wasn't strong, I probably would have committed suicide behind all the foul jokes.
Bro.
All these men. Let me finish. No, dude, I did not do that to him. Let me finish. Now, what time did y'all stop this nigga? As a black man, I got to be strong by myself. As a black man, and he's laughing. When in all actuality, you took an oath to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make my blood sacred. Right? As a black man, I have to defend myself by myself. When I go on black platforms, I get jumped by my own people and outsiders. When I go on black platforms, there's no compassion for me. as your brother. There's no compassion. And it's like, yo,
Who don't got no compassion for
no, let me finish.
You being dramatic.
Because the reality of it is, when I listen to you, and I listen, and when the people look at this and they watch this video in the audience, they're not gonna feel like, yo, you know what? This was a dope build. This feel like a slaughter. And I have to listen. I have to say this because let me finish. Because even still, when I say certain things, I get cut off. This man never got cut off, not one time, because it was biased. And even still, I don't even care if everybody disagrees with me. You're entitled to that. But when you start reading the comments, and then you start trying to sway the people in the comment section against their own thoughts while I'm sitting here. Mikey B, you've been to jail, you've been to court. If you seen the judge do that in the courtroom, you'll be flipping over tables because you know that it's a slaughterhouse, man. That's so biased. Like, okay, I agree, you spoke on his behalf, but then when the people in the comment section, it's like, yo, being black is the worst feeling in the world. I wish I could wake up and go to sleep and look like that motherfucker. Because if I look like him, let me finish. Please let me finish. Because the reality of it is, when it comes to my people, I am the most joked and laughed at nigga on the internet. This Chinese man, niggas don't even know him. Y'all know him, but other niggas don't even know him. Or come to his aid. But when this child victim that took on the whole Zulu nation and half of hip hop behind the scenes in the streets where niggas died. See, I don't speak about shit that's unsolved on the internet, but niggas died behind the shit going on with me. Black men did not step up and say, Hassan Campbell, how can we help you get rid of Bambaataa? How can we help you get rid of the council, Mickey Benson, who was Fat Joe's old manager, Ice-T's manager? How can we help you fight this army where all these niggas got money and soldiers and you by yourself? Nobody stood by me and grabbed me by my shoulder and said, brother, I got you. Now what you heard them say was, nigga, you got thawed. He thawed you. Nobody sat up there and said, yo, son, I got your back. Nobody sat up there and said, yo, why he's always breaking down on the internet? Why this brother always crying? Why is this brother losing his mind like that? Oh, he's probably going to go to the cuckoo house. Where was the help and the support from my black community? Why every time I turn around, I got a black man asking me, why every time I'm talking to the black men, not you, China Mac, I'm talking to the brothers now. I want their response. Why every time I turn around, a black man asks me, am I Puerto Rican? No, I ain't fucking Puerto Rican. My mother's black and my fucking father's black. Why I gotta be I'm the culture vulture now. I'm the culture vulture. My family is Native American. And no, I ain't never been to Africa, but I check on my people to find out what's going on in Somalia. And even though it might go through a third party, I'm hearing about the deaths over there. And it makes me grieve and cry for my people. I'm never going to love nobody else's people more than my people. I'm not going to stop trying to figure out what's going on with my people. The answer that he gave about his people in China is the answer of the CIA. Oh, that's third party. There's no YouTube over there. All over the world, we are hearing the cries of the people in China and what the hell they going through. But that's not his concern. I never been over there. I've never been to Africa. But I know what's going on with the colonizers over there. And I'm sick and tired of everything we touch. Black people ain't gonna never have shit. Because we gonna always come up with an excuse to pass it over to the next colonizer. We ain't gonna never have nothing.
Yo, Haas, let me just comment on a few of the things. Hold on, China. Let me just touch on just a few bullet points. Please forgive me, my brother. And Haas, forgive me, my brother, too, right? So the first thing you touched on, I need to address, is the issue of bringing other individuals on the platform. And you're right? The issue is about China Mac and yourself, right? Now, the reason we do that, just so you know, it's not our intention to jump you. That's just false, right? What we do at We Locked In is we like to bring people on to add their views on it. So just like people are commenting in the chat, we want people out there to just basically give their analysis on it. But you're right. It should have been just between you two guys, right? So I take responsibility for that, and I'm sure my brother Mikey, we share responsibility in that. So it wasn't an intention to try to jump you, and that's just not true.
We don't do that here. We not.
That's not true. The second thing I want to address is the issue dealing with you and Africa being about it. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you, and wallahi, right? This is the truth. I don't know anything about it, nothing, other than YouTube and that this platform of what's said and stuff like that. I don't take anything on face value because I don't know anything. I don't have knowledge about the nuances, the intricacies, the details, or anything like that. I don't know, and I mind my business. So I can't give you no information beyond that. I don't want to know anything beyond that. Now, the third thing I want to touch on is this. Nobody at We Locked In is making fun of anybody who, in this case, and I've heard you state this more than anybody, that something has happened to you on that regard, that there was some form of sexual abuse or whatever the case may be like that. There's nobody at We Locked In that's going to make fun of anybody who's a victim of sexual abuse. I'm not proud to be standing up here talking about something that may have happened. I'm not doing that. And Mikey B's not doing that neither. Neither is KK. That's not what we get. We're just not doing that, right? The fourth thing I want to touch on is that there's no lynching in this case, bro. There's no lynching. I don't know, you're making this to out to be, where we're jumping you and we're bringing people. No, it's just not like that. We gave you guys an opportunity to speak, and perhaps we did bring individuals on inadvertently with the intention that they would be able to add their narrative, their opinions regarding stuff, and then they would basically go. But it's nothing to do with us trying to jump you. And the fifth thing I want to touch on, the final thing is this, right? The only reason I'm able to defend China Mac in this case is because I'm being Damu at one time, I know of his work. That's it. Outside of that, I wouldn't be able to do that because you and I don't have that history together. It's only a little bit that I'm able to speak of, which is what? The YouTube situation or a mutual acquaintance that you and I both have who basically told us in private, yo, bro, that's my bro. Outside of that, I don't have anything to go on. So I don't know. I don't know. You can't then accuse us falsely that we're somehow bringing you up here to attack you. Nah, bro, that's not what this is. That's not what this is. And I just wanted to kind of touch on that. So please forgive me for being long-winded. Y'all tune in to We Locked In, man. I'm your host, Moshe Kent. I'm here with my brother, Mikey B. And with our special guests, we're here with Hassan Campbell and China Mac. I know, China, you wanted to respond to that. Please forgive me.
Let me say something, right? First of all, Hassan Campbell, I'm going to apologize for coming at you like that. But the reason why I came at you like that is because you came at me. You came at my whole race of people. Like you had chicken wings and talking about kung fu flicks and all that. I can't come at you like that because I'm not going to. I'm not going to feed into the race shit. But I came at you with the next thing. And I didn't mean to, I know you went through pain with that. And I'm not trying to personally, really, I didn't really want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it was something funny. You fired at me. I'm firing back at you. You came at me on some race stuff. You came at my whole people. So I'm just coming at you on the next thing. That's like if we on the gate and we just banging, I'm just saying whatever to get you riled up. You saying whatever to get me riled up. And at the end of the day, I know you go, whatever you went through, bro, I don't really know too much. I just know the surface level. And I want to say as a man, I don't want to make fun of that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I won't do that no more. But I just ask that you don't come at me and you don't come at my people. Like, you know what I mean? If you're going to make a joke, make it how ugly I am, make it how I look like a fish or whatever the fuck you want to say. But don't come at my whole people. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you do that, then it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Then what the fuck am I going to say? You feel me? So at the end of the day, I do respect you. You know what I mean? I do know that you have a voice, and I do know that the people watching, appreciate your voice, and I appreciate your voice. But at the same time, I got to protect myself. You know what I'm saying? You firing at me, I got to fire back. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I'm glad that we had this conversation. It's not like we never spoke before. We spoke before. So you do know that I have respect for you, and I know that you have respect for me. But this type of stuff right here, this whole race thing, and it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous, and it's not responsible. You know what I mean? And I just want to do my due diligence in showing that all of us ain't like that. And for the people, my Asian people that are like that, I'm doing my best to change that narrative. You know what I'm saying? And all of my people like Mikey B, every Moshe, all of y'all see the work that I'm trying to do to change the narrative, to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? We got to change that shit. All that shit that we was doing, our ancestors and our grandparents that was looking at black people like this and doing this. Yeah, it was there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's not there no more, but I'm trying my best to change that narrative, and as well as Mikey B and other brothers is trying to do the best to change that narrative over there, because honestly, I'm telling you, we have more in common than we think. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, all respect to you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We going back and forth. This is just internet shit. You know what I'm saying? But respectfully, man, I do want to apologize for me making fun of a situation that was, that was like that. Because I know a lot of people watching that probably respect me might took offense to that. And I ain't mean to do that. It was just, you came at me and I came back at you. You know what I'm saying? And that's my piece.
Let me ask y'all this. Who came with the chicken first?
Him, man.
Who brought the chicken into this?
I didn't want to say that, but Haas told me, man. Haas like, yo, man. But you know what, though? I thought it was all. Honestly, when Mikey told me, I thought it was like, oh, shoot, they wilding. It came with the chicken and the sauce, the duck sauce. And all. I was like, yo, they wilding. I didn't really look at it where it was really that. And, yo, I'm not going to lie, Haas, you brought a lot of underlying stuff that I didn't even know existed. I thought it was more when Mikey brought it to my attention like it was all in jokes. But now I'm thinking, oh, shoot, Haas really feel away. I'm like, oh, all right. I didn't really know it was on that level. So that's why when I called you, I thought, you notice I was laughing. Yo, yeah, we up there, we bugging right now. Yo, we just having fun. I didn't realize it was that deep of a matter. And I'm glad that China, can apologize, because look, another thing we do here, we locked in, and you know this, Haas, we came up here before with various individuals so that individuals could settle their differences. But we do understand what the YouTube vibe is about. I get it. I understand it, whatever like that. But I'm of the ilk that's like, look, the more united, the better. I think we all can eat, everybody be all right, right? That's how I look at it, right? But the reality is that, we're gonna always agree to disagree. Everybody's not gonna always agree with each other, and I understand that. You dig what I'm saying? So I don't expect for you to agree with each other. And I actually thought that was funny that he's coming up with the thighs, but then I realized, I said, damn, this is a sensitive issue because that issue is directly connected to a trauma that you faced. And we always talking about trauma here. And I need to learn more about that from privately. Like, I need to call you up and be like, yo, Haas, let's vibe. Because we ain't even vibe on that level. So I need to holler at you on some like, yo, bro, my bad for not even getting aware of that. Like, I'm not even, and maybe I'm a little bit too self-absorbed with what's going on in my life. And Mikey could attest to that I'm like oblivious to a lot of stuff. Mikey brings
him on to a lot of stuff. I'm the one that you watching. I was
bro.
watching both of y'all lives. I was watching, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
Haj, y'all see what's behind me. Like I'm tapped in. Like I get focused on what I'm doing, and I don't really get caught up. So a lot of times I don't know, but I need to spend more time with vibing with you. Like, yo, I need to talk to you. Like, what's up? You know what I mean? And that's just on the personal level. But go ahead, man. Pardon me, yo.
Hold on, before you go, Haj, let me just say this real quick. All right. Tomorrow's Martin Luther King's birthday, right? We observing it tomorrow. One of the things that he said that was famous, one of the great things he said was judging people by the content of their character. I hear a lot of people in here saying Chinese people don't like black people, and I'm not saying it's not true. I'm not saying it's something you experience, but you can't put this on one man, on what somebody else have done in the past, or what you have seen in the store, what you have seen on TV, or nothing. You got to judge him by the content of his character. When I see China Mac, I don't see everybody else. I see him for who he is and what he has been to us and our culture, and me personally, to myself and my family. You understand what I'm saying? What he has done in our community. So we got to judge people by the content of their character and what they're doing today, because we all have past. We all have done things. We all came from the street life, right? Cause all of us. And look what we have. We all working for the community. We all changed our lives. We all doing good things, positive things out here in the community right now. You see what I'm saying? And we got to put that at the forefront of a lot of stuff that we're talking about and a lot of these positions that we take, bro. You see what I'm saying? Because now the whole narrative has moved to not just Hassan versus China Mac, but black people versus Chinese people. And it's not. It's supposed to be kept between y'all as people, and whatever y'all going at, y'all should be going about the content of whatever the argument is, and not just saying, all right, let's make this about Chinese people because this is China Mac. You know what I'm saying? Let's make this about Bronx or Bronx River because this is, Hassan Campbell. You know what I mean? Or black people because it's Hassan Campbell. I think y'all should keep it more on that. And I think everybody in the comment shit as well. You see what I'm saying? But
I don't even know math. I don't know math half and even, and I'm not saying it's in a disrespectful way, right? I know who he is, but I don't know him enough to be able to pick up the phone and call him like I could do with Mikey or I could do with you, Haas. So, but if I had his number, I would be like, yo, bro, we going live right now. China on deck. Hassan is there, and we want you to pull up so that China could address him directly. I would love for that to be the case. I just don't have his number. So that was just to respond to you, Haas, on that note. You dig what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm glad you guys, you know, you brothers did come up here, though, man. We needed this, man. This was healthy.
But I mean, y'all can go, man. Whatever y'all want to say, y'all can say. That's all I wanted to get by. You know what I mean? We got to be judged by
like I said, you know, for me, I don't hate China Mac. I just felt like, you know, the situation with Math is real dangerous. You see what I'm saying? People don't understand. It's hard for a nigga like Math to get to where he got. That wasn't easy. They held him back. He had to keep breaking the algorithm and breaking the algorithm and breaking the algorithm. And it's like, just like with me now, we seen them do this over and over again. They give you 15 minutes of fame. We see what they did to Rough Rider. We see what they did to Death Row Records. You see what I'm saying? We see what they did with the old Rockefeller. You know, Jay-Z's still around, but even still, these look at Bad Boy. Hottest label in the world, So Def. They give you 15 minutes to fade, and then they fade you out. So it's like we can't fade each other out, especially coming from hip-hop. China Mac voice is very, very, is big. And people don't even realize, like, on this YouTube thing, this social media thing, some of us is bigger than Malcolm X and Martin Luther King with this internet because they lie about the numbers of the people that's watching us. Malcolm X ain't never have this amount of people watching him within a 24-hour period. It was impossible.
That's a fact.
So we got to realize the power of our voice when we got hundreds of thousands of people watching. You know, I took that situation very, very seriously because I understand the power of, just like when 50 Cent came out, look what he did to Ja Rule. We all love Ja Rule too. But there is nothing on this earth that can resuscitate Ja Rule's career, and he's nice. So once the machine decides to cancel you along with another rapper or another blogger, you're done. Because the game goes like that. Ja Rule still had hits. It just wasn't accepted. Because it wasn't just him being canceled by 50 Cent. The machine canceled him as well. Look at Murder Inc. All the talented people that was on that label, the whole label went down the tubes. No more Ashanti, no more Lloyd. Like, come on, man. No more Vita. This is what happens. We have to be careful when we cancel each other, because it's not just us; it's our audience too. And that was my main problem. Because at the end of the day, I don't have no beef with China Mac. I don't want no beef with China Mac. China Mac might be one of the coolest dudes in the world, but at the same time, somebody had to stand up, because I know on Mac's platform, he's not going to address that because he's not going to get messy. As soon as you get caught up in this algorithm with the YouTube beefing, YouTube going to start slowing you down again with your views. That's why some of the people that actually made it, they ignore the smaller channels that be going back and forth. It's not normal anyway for one person to make 1,000 videos against another person. And, you know, my apologies to China Mac for the way I came out with the chicken, because the reality of it is I was trying to be funny and give people some entertainment in the live, but at the same time, it's hurtful. And I can admit that. It's hurtful. Yeah, so, you know, when people say that I sway back and forth, I flip back because I battle with myself. There's a battle. The flip-flopping is because I battle with myself to be a more righteous person. Because if I ever fell into the dark side, then it will be to the point to where that I will never apologize to anybody. But I do realize, as a man, you know, as a brother, as a father, as a lover, as a cousin, I make mistakes. I might wake up in the morning with an attitude and say some grumpy shit to somebody, and then later on be like, yo, I didn't mean that. I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. That's where I flip-flop at, because when you look at a man and his foundation, I pay my bills, I take care of my children, I take care of my wife, I take care of all of my friends that come out of the penitentiary. Some of the ones that's not in the penitentiary, when they get behind on their mortgages or they rents, I take care of them. I take care of everybody around me. I am my brother's keeper. There's not one nigga around me that won't sit up there and tell you, yo, when I need him, he's here. I'm the nigga that everybody call for everything, and I'm there. I'm never with the no. I am the best friend. If anybody that had me with a friend, I'm more beneficial to them than they are to me. That's the type of person that I am. That's what I stand on. And when I say a Muslim's life, family, and property is sacred to another Muslim, I try to feel like that about my own people too. But I have to say it again, it's the most hurtful thing in the world to be black, especially with black people. And I'm gonna address this again. I'm gonna make a video on this topic just based off of Bronx River alone. The Bronx. Where's New York behind me when I go through certain things? It's like, yeah, we can fight and we can spar, but it's embarrassing that a Chinese man would actually apologize for the things that he said. But then you would have a black black group of YouTubers that will slander me. They will raise my age. They think it's funny. All of their videos is based off of calling me a homosexual, something that I despise. Something that I despise, but it puts a smile on these niggas' faces to see the hurt go through somebody that's been hurt his whole life. And they live off of that and they thrive off of that. But a Chinese man could come up here and actually sit up there and apologize and say, hey man, I heard what you said, I heard how you feel, and I'm sorry. But black men that see me break down all over the internet, take those videos and re-upload them as if it's funny. That's when you know you fighting a losing fight. I can't with my people.
Yeah, nah.
Sometimes it makes you want to throw the towel on.
No, I agree. I agree with you on that, right? So, but I do think that the YouTube, I mean, these platforms, it's designed to get the views and stuff like that, right? I mean, you know, we probably at some point have all engaged in that, but I think that it's fair game for the climate. But I think when on something of that nature, it's probably the most traumatic experience you probably had to endure. So it's like that is something you feel like everybody's against you, and I would probably feel the same way. And honestly, if somebody has never experienced that, then we can't really say, yo, man, we empathize with your plight. So that's something serious. That's something extremely serious. So I don't want to be up here, and I know China doesn't want to be, but we, you know, and Mikey, nobody wants to be up here feeling as if we're going to speak about something of that nature to kind of like use it as a tool. But I kind of feel like, you know how it is, man. We've been in those situations where sometimes your voice is your only way to kind of get back at somebody, and sometimes we can exploit that. We're human. We all fall short. But I don't want to give the impression that this is something that we are in the business of doing. Like, you know, we proud that you had to experience something of that nature. Now that I know I can speak for everybody up here that, you know, individuals is not lauding the fact that you might have endured something of horrific like that, and nobody should even be doing that. That's not right. It's not right and exact, and we don't want to give the impression like we acquiescing or we in agreement with something of that nature, because that's just not something that we want to even promote here on this channel or whatever like that. So, you know, kudos for both of you brothers for coming up here. Mikey reached out to China. He pulled up, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna holler at Haas to see what's going on. And I'm glad that a lot of other stuff was able to, you know, come to the forefront. We was able to get to the bottom of a lot of things because there's strength in numbers, man. When we unify ourselves and we come together and we do it for a right cause, it's nothing that we won't be able to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my opinion in that regard. So, you know, definitely.
You know, one thing I would say is that me being, you know, who I am, I'm not a selfish dude. I'm not like, all of us can get in our ego, but when it comes to smaller platforms and shit like that, I don't let my ego get in the way. Like, nah, I'm too big. I support everybody that I can support. Anything that y'all brothers need me to do and other brothers need me to do, I come down to the brothers' platforms and put myself out there, whatever the case. But it's sad because, like, even with the so-called movement, I ain't gonna even say cats' names or whatever the case. Your first show is dedicated to giving me flowers, and then your next show you stab me in the back, and every show is about me being raped, molested, raped. He's gay. He's gay. He's gay. Like, you know, through slavery, they buck broke us. Now through black culture and black internet, you're buck breaking me. I got raped by somebody that was raped by somebody that was raped by somebody that passed pedophilia down to our people. And instead of brothers saying, yo, we got to stop this. And do you realize that every male victim that watches Hassan Campbell or watches what's being done to Hassan Campbell on the internet, they're reliving my pain? How are they going to find the strength? Blue boys never tell that they were molested. It is the worst feeling in the world. They never tell. How do you heal your children? Why do you think so many young boys are angry, picking up guns and killing at the age of 12 and 13 years old and going to jail? All of these little boys wasn't drug dealers fighting over drug turf. And then you got to go back to our day and era when there was no gangs. Why were so many kids going to jail in the 90s? Because when their mothers was cracked out and doped out, they was being molested by the babysitter. And child molestation should not be a joke. And black people shouldn't be entertaining and laughing at that shit. Or you should not be even subscribed to channels that actually feel like this shit is cute. The most disrespectful thing that, like, for a man to sit up there and say, when I was 16, I was doing this. When I was 15, I was doing that. If you was doing all that at 15, your mother and father was a fucking failure. And guess what? The majority of black people ain't drug dealers. The majority of black people are not gangbangers. The majority of black people are not killers.
Facts.
So because your mother raised a killer, your mother raised a little hard-headed bastard out in the street at 15, 16 years old, everybody else's mother wasn't like that. Some of the kids in the community was kidnapped by street culture. The street culture the code of the streets is fucking evil. The niggas who created the code of the streets was fucking evil. The mob, nah, none of this shit ain't going down in our house, but we can bring it to the niggas. The niggas, it's amazing how I sat up on Greenhaven Correctional Facility 2 weeks ago, and the brother sat up there and said, the brothers are here, the white boys are here trying to escape. The black dudes in jail trying to take over the jail.
Yeah, right.
Think about that. The white dudes is in jail is trying to escape. The black dudes is trying to be the head nigga inside Satan's house, the penitentiary. You see how backwards we are? And that's why we gonna always fail as a people. We failing. I don't want to run to jail. I want to go home. I sat on the visitor floor in Greenhaven Correctional Facility, sitting down with Terrence. And the first thing I thought when I sat on the visitor floor is, how could I escape? Then I said to myself, nigga, you a visitor. Why you keep thinking about escaping? I went to the bathroom on the visitor floor and looked in it was like a little window outside, but nothing but walls. You can't see nothing but the sky. When I pulled up in front of the jail, all I seen was a big wall. Then I asked myself, like, damn, what more could I do for my people to stop my kids, to stop the next generation from going to the same hellfire that we all had to experience? And if we keep on pushing this gangster persona and making it look like we got some trophies or some accolades because we done been through the fire, some dumb shit, dumb niggas that got caught doing dumb shit, and we don't save the next generation, where is the urgency to stop them young boys from being the next ones up in the penitentiary? This is my message, and this is what I do on the internet. Celebrity gossip is something that I had to tackle because celebrities is the number one thing. The rap game is the worst thing that ever happened to black people besides the crack game. We started glorifying black genocide. We don't even have songs like Self-Destruction no more. The algorithm, the algorithm of evil, the algorithm of Satan is not allowing us to have that.
Hey, everything you said was I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. I just want to say this, right? Like, at the end of the day, there is a narrative. There is somebody that's pushing this division. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely you can't say it isn't, because if you read all the books, Behold a Pale Horse, you read all the stuff from back in the day, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We don't, me as an Asian person, a Chinese person, you might have some shit in the stores. You might have people holding their pockets, walking across the street, but we never oppressed black people. You know what I'm saying? Not from what I've seen. You know what I mean? Like, we never really had the power to do that. You know what I'm saying? So when we look at this, it's like, damn, why? Because when I was coming up, we didn't have this hate. You know what I'm saying? When I went into juvenile detention center, the narrative was, we're all together. Like, you know what I'm saying? This group, we're all together, and these people, whatever the system is trying to keep us whatever. Right now, it's been changed because of this internet, because of the algorithms. And now you see so much separation that it's like, it wasn't there before. You know what I'm saying? But it's here now. You know what I mean? And you got to ask yourself, why? Why all of a sudden we hate each other so much. Where did this shit come from? Like, when did a Chinese person lynch a black person? Like, let me know that. Like, what mob of Chinese person rode into a fucking black town and fucking lynched and burned their houses and did all that? It didn't happen, bro. Like, it didn't happen. We've been here. Chinese people has been here. We've been getting lynched. I'm not trying to compare the fucking the struggle. I'm not trying to say we did more, whatever. I'm just saying we were here too, and we were getting it too. So now, why all of a sudden we hate each other so much because of a store, like because of a old Chinese lady that's saying you to get out the store because she just got robbed yesterday and she don't know and she don't speak English, and you know what I'm saying? Like, for some reason, there's a lot of this, and it came out of nowhere, Haas. You know, you from New York City. It wasn't like we was hating like this like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. We didn't have no drama like this. You know what I'm saying? In fact, it was more love than anything. Yes, but listen, Chinese people don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Chinese people look at me like I'm different because so it's not the race thing, it's just that they look at things different and they've been trained a certain way. So I feel like I would like to have more of a conversation with you and kind of show you why Chinese people do what they do, why they are doing what they do, and kind of we can have a conversation.
That'd be
really
dope.
look at it like, damn, do they really hate y'all, or do they, or what is it? You know what I'm saying? And I think your perception would change. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we all stronger together, bro. I'm telling you this. We're stronger together, and we're kind of in the same fight. If you just seen how this world just, like, you know, that how things are moving, you know, I'm not saying that y'all, I get it. Black people need to pick yourselves up from the bootstrap. Y'all need to worry about yourselves. Y'all need to get y'all shit together, but you don't need to hate another people while doing that. You don't need to promote the hate for another people that's just in the same struggle with y'all. We not in the same struggle. I'm not saying that it's the same struggle. I'm not saying that we got it like y'all or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is we not in power. We not the ones that put y'all on crack. We not the ones that got y'all in the system. We not the ones doing that, bro.
That's true.
So for y'all, for you, not you, but for anybody pushing a narrative like that is dangerous. You feel me? It's dangerous, bro, because y'all basically doing the same thing that was done to y'all.
That's true.
And who's benefiting off of that? It's not y'all. It's not us. So I just want to leave with that, bro. I do respect you. I do respect you. I respect your platform. You know what I'm saying? I think you're saying some real shit. I think that people need your voice. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, sometimes we can be blinded by the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it takes something like this, hopefully, that we can open it up and we can open up a conversation, because conversation changes things, bro. All you need to do, you saying, I'll invite you to my house. You come to my house. You could come. Let's go eat. You know what I'm saying? I would like to introduce you to some of my food. I would like you to talk to my mother, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like talk to my people. You know what I'm saying? I would invite you for that, bro. For real. You know what I mean? Because I want to show the people it's bigger than this, bro. It's really bigger than this. And when we just focus in on one little thing, this lady that kicked you out the nail salon or did this, you're missing the whole point. You let in one little thing. I'm not saying it's little. And it's because your experience is your experience. How people treat you as a person is what you went through. And I can't tell you it's little, and I can't minimize it or whatever. But you have to understand, just like y'all went through something, we went through something. That Chinese lady that told you to kick out the store, that kicked you out the store, you don't know what she went through yesterday, bro. You don't know if she got robbed, if her husband got pistol whipped. You don't know what the fuck happened for that family to act like that. You know what I'm saying? But you're just taking it like, oh, they hate us. You know what I'm saying? And they taking it like, damn, they just robbed us 5 days in a row. They hate us. You understand what I'm saying? But it just takes a conversation. And Hassan Campbell, I would like to invite you for a conversation. Let's try to see if we can come to an understanding. If not, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know that we are not in the power to oppress y'all. We are not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on in China. You're saying, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on in Africa. But right here in America, we fighting something very demonic. We fighting some crazy shit. And I've been in the system since I was a kid. I read all these books, bro. I read all these books. I studied NOI lessons. I studied God body lessons. I studied all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I have an understanding, bro. And I think you do too. And I think let's not get lost by the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to come to an understanding, because I think we can make more moves like that.
I definitely I agree with you. I appreciate it too. I'm a man of peace. You know what I mean? I'm definitely a man of peace, and I appreciate the positivity. I'm actually glad that this conversation led down a positive path. You know, because the reality of it is the highlights on the internet is just going to be of our ignorance, but the part where dudes actually went down a peaceful path and put peace on the situation, that's not going to be highlighted.
No, it's not. It's not.
And that's the bad thing about both of y'all got huge voices in the community, bro. Both of y'all got major voices. You know what I'm saying? You're a leader on here, Hassan. No matter what nobody want to say or how anybody feels, you are a leader on YouTube. Like you say, like Malcolm's and people of the past and prophets. This is what we see right now. We don't even know where this is leading to, what's going to go down. But the power of our voices, we got to use it correctly, bro. We can't use them to destroy each other. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good to check stuff, because a lot of that goes, a lot of that you don't check becomes the truth. So it's good to check stuff, and it's good to show your support. But on the same token, we got to make sure that we creating the right content and hitting it from the right perspectives. Because sometimes, like, this becomes a whole Chinese and black thing when it was just a China Mac thing. Not even you know what I'm saying? His perspective on hip hop and where he came from, knowing Math Hopper and the streets too. There was streets a part of that, because I know you speak for the village as a chief. You know what I'm saying, Hassan? Which we need more of in our community. You're a black father, and we need your voice out here. Your voice counts. You see what I'm saying? But on the same token, China was coming from that perspective. He was coming from a street perspective with that, what he said about Math Hopper. And I respect him for being solid for all the things that he stands for and the things that he lives by. You see what I'm saying? And I respect you for speaking out for Math Hopper and coming to the aid of a brother that you thought was wrong. That's respectful on both. But I think y'all just in the middle of that, what actually happened got wrong. You got caught up in the narrative and the content. And now we all creators on YouTube. We all smart. So we know how to get fly. We know how to get the views. We know how to get the most laughs of the content. And y'all both did good on that, because y'all had me all the way.
Hey, yo, but hold on. But look at and I know you guys won't take offense to this, but did you guys look at our thumbnail?
No, I didn't see it.
Yo, man. So that's just goes to show you. That just go look at the thumbnail real quick.
Yeah.
So that's why it was all in jest from our angle, right? We was like, oh shoot, yo, they going at it with each other. So we have one where China got the kung fu gear on, and you got the b-boy gear on, right? So it was funny from our perspective, right? But we didn't realize that there was a lot more. You know what I'm saying? So we coming up here just with to have a conversation about this, right? And we didn't even think that that it would get to this point where you two guys would be up here. And the beauty of it is that I want to come to China. China keep inviting everybody to his crib, eating food and all that.
Let's get it.
Listen, you know I don't play no games, bro. I will pull up.
All this shit is like it's old shit. You like our parents and our grandparents. We brought that shit. They brought that shit over here for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And they went through whatever they went through for whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's different now. You know what I mean? And I'm leading the charge. That's some funny shit. But I'm leading the charge in our community to try to break that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, let's I appreciate this conversation. Even with all the bullshit, I felt like the bullshit is necessary so we can have a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? People ain't gonna listen without the bullshit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We got the bullshit. You said what you said. I said what I said. It's not personal. This is definitely some shit, but let's take this opportunity to do something else. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something else that's really gonna change. And the bullshit is not gonna change nothing. The bullshit is gonna keep us feeding into the bullshit. You feel me? And that don't teach nothing. That don't do nothing but make your group of people hate this group of people, and this group of people hate that group of people, and that shit ain't gonna bring about no change. It's just gonna bring about more bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I appreciate this conversation, man. Hassan, man, much love to you, man. I appreciate this conversation, bro.
Word up.
Yeah, man. It's peace and love, baby.
Man.
All right.
Word up. Got any
All right,
last words? You got any last words?
Jay, man, I'm gonna come back to New York. I'm gonna hit you up. You in New York, Mike? Nah, you not.
I'm coming down. I'm coming. You got
Yeah,
food?
he all the way, but I guarantee you, he gonna come down for some food. Mikey don't play
Yeah,
no games.
let's go have some Chinese food, man.
Absolutely, man.
I would love to see.
Nigga, I love Chinese
I'd love to
food.
see a couple black brothers pull up with my mom. My mom, listen.
I'm pulling up.
Huh?
I'm pulling up.
Yeah,
Pulling all the way up.
Bring y'all. Listen, I'm gonna bring you to the house with my mom, bro. Y'all gonna meet my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Let me know, bro. Let me know, bro. You already met my mom, so it's only right I meet your mom.
Yeah.
You met my mother at the Buck Release party.
I know who your
My mother loved China Man. She always talking about you.
Yeah. So let's do that, man. With that being said, I'm gonna sign off, bro.
All right, peace, bro.
Yo, man, thank you for pulling up, my brother.
Yo,
Peace and love, man. Yeah, so
pulling up, man.
yeah,
Yo, man,
it'll be good to definitely take
this all on We Locked In, man. Listen, man, y'all hit the subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. Listen, man, I'm your host, Moshe Cantor. I'm here with my brother Mikey B, man. We just had a really good conversation.
Hassan still here.
Special
Hassan,
guest.
say something, Mo.
I know. I see him with Hassan, with China Mac. And you know, we had to settle some differences here, man. This is what this channel is about, man. You know, make it understood, man. But go ahead, Haas. I know you got the floor. What's up, bro? Hit that like button.
It's dope to be able to have a positive build, you know. Sometimes we gotta take the gloves off and we gotta box. Some of the best friends, it'd be a nigga you had a fight with in the sandbox.
Absolutely.
And after that, y'all cool. You know, so that's where we come from. We knuckle up. We get it on in the sandbox. But what y'all do is gotta stop doing in the y'all other channels that's looking, y'all really gotta step y'all game up, man. YouTube is about content.
And
you can't come with let me say something real quick, right? Because I want these other channels to understand something, right? You can't watch a nigga like me, and I influence you to become a YouTuber, and then you dedicate your whole channel to try to tear me down. Throughout the week, you got 4 episodes of Hassan Campbell, maybe even 5 in one day, and then the rest of your topics is based off of what will Hassan Campbell next video be. That's not being a content creator. That's being Hassan Campbell. You guys got to learn how to be creative. Be who you are. You see what I'm saying? If you're on YouTube and you want to be successful as a YouTuber, you can make a video about a bottle of water. Everybody drinks water every day. Tell them how you make your water taste good. Be creative, but don't be nobody else, man. Be yourself. You're only going to go but so far trolling another YouTuber. Every day, I consistently think of another topic and find other things to put on my platform. Even my fish, sometimes I'll sit up there, won't say nothing, and just put my live on my fish tank because it's content. Be creative. Don't be a hater. When you take an umbrella and you open it up and you block the sun out from somebody else having it, you're blocking your own blessings. When you don't want to see somebody else be successful, you are blocking your own blessings. Spread love.
Agree with that.
You know, when we initially came up with this concept of We Locked In, you know, the whole thing, Mikey, we sitting down, we strategizing what did we want the content to look like and stuff like that. And that's what we wanted to focus on, our originality. We met while we were incarcerated, right? But we all met each other at a time of growth and development, not when we was senselessly doing a bunch of foolishness and stuff like that. We met each other at the peak of our growth while we were incarcerated. So based on that, we was like, yo, we need to come up with a concept that can speak to, you know, being focused on your task, not being distracted and things like that. And that's where the concept, you know, of We Locked In came in. It was a reminder of where we came from, but it was also a way to say that we want to stay focused on our goals while we're out here. And that was the goal, you know what I mean? So, you know, we also wanted to use our platform to bring people together like yourself, like China Mac, like other individuals who, you know, may have had differences with each other in the past. So being that we have the respect from the people, we felt like we could be then utilized as a platform to bring people who are at odds with each other. Like literally, what just happened was actually unintentional today, but it was ultimately what our objective was from the outset of when we came as a platform. That was the primary objective. It's, to see this manifest itself. We don't ever want individuals to leave on bad terms, and where it happened on We Locked In. It's like, nah, we don't feel good about that, right? Yeah, you got some views in the process, but in the back of your mind, you're thinking, then that wasn't a good day. Because like you said, as a Muslim, I'm thinking, then was this for the sake of Allah? Was it for my own personal objective? And I know I'm going to be judged based on what comes out of my mouth, based on my actions, based on everything. So I want to make sure that whatever we leave on a good, positive note. And I'm glad that we were able to reconcile any differences that may have existed between you and China, and that perhaps now moving forward, I'm in my mind, I'm envisioning something even crazy happening. But you guys will have to sit down and map that out. But just imagining you two putting together something of on a major level, how many people that could bring about, man. And these platforms can really change our lives on a whole different level, and even the lives of others who look to us to help them with their daily struggles as well. Because people who you have on your channel have also been victimized and things like that. People who we have on our channel have also experienced their own challenges and things like that with life. So we do a lot with helping people endure the rigors and struggles that we all have to unfortunately go through on a daily basis. So I'm glad that you pulled up, my brother. Real talk, man. Yeah, hold on, man. It's over 500 people in the chat. And not even 200 likes, man. Like, come on. We had Hassan Campbell in the building. Like, we had China Mac in the building, man. Hit that like button, man. I mean, if you didn't like the content, that's one thing. But if you realize that this was a powerful Sunday conversation where you gained something from it, hit that like button, man. Don't be shy. All you gotta do is just tap the button. Boop.
If you didn't like it,
then you can hit the other one and say I didn't like it. Right?
Button, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You know what YouTubers got to start doing that'll help the channels grow too? When you support your fellow channel, your fellow brother, you share their live or their video in the next community tab. If you have a YouTube platform, take their live, put it in the community tab. So when you scroll down, your people will see they live and they can click on it from there. This will help a lot of people grow. They don't want y'all to know this. You take the live, it's simple. You go right to the community section, right? YouTube, let's see. Go to the page, your channel, community. You tap on it, there, you put the link right in the community tab, and now you can take the live from whoever you support and put it on your channel so your followers can see that. And I guarantee you your views is gonna go up.
Wow. Learn something new every day. You see that? No, this is
sometimes when YouTube don't send my notifications out, I'll share my links in my other channels, my Facebook, I share it. Like I put that in my storyline. You got to promote yourself, because I'm gonna make you understand something. The game is rigged. The way YouTube play with black YouTubers' numbers, they do us dirty, and I see it firsthand. Normally, I get 10,000 views within the first hour. But when you start talking about certain topics and getting flagged, and they start shadow banning you. So sometimes you'll put a video up, then you go to your own page and look for that video, and you won't even be able to see it. So that happens to me all the time. Or when you got a hot topic, normally it takes me 3 hours for them to review my video and put it in the green for me to get paid. Now they doing some old 24, 48-hour shit. So by the time your video get put in the green and get paid, the topic then died down, and other content creators, they got their views off of it. So by the time you release it, it's like, all right, this is getting old now. The game is rigged for us. We can't, we can't throw obstacles in front of each other, and then they throw obstacles in front of us and we gonna win. We can't win like that. I don't want to put in the application. I don't want to work for nobody. And I don't want to die old trying to figure out where the next dollar's coming from, because the game is rigged. It's about us getting generational wealth and leaving something behind for our children. Thanks. I don't want my children to ask the colonizer for a job. I want to hire my children, or at least give them the option. Because I guarantee you, your child, your son and your daughter could go to college right now, and I can make YouTube videos with my 6-year-old, 7-year-old daughter, and she'll make more money than your child going to college. I'll make that right off of YouTube making videos with my daughter.
Mhm.
That college game is rigged. If you ain't down with a fraternal order, you're gonna find yourself paying $100,000 and you working a $30,000-$40,000 job a year. You in the hole. You started off in the hole.
Facts.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But yeah, this was a great live, man. It was a great day. I'm glad y'all brothers squashed it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can do some work together. That'll be a powerful, just to sit down and talk about that content and the communities, you know what I'm saying? And getting it all out there. Sometimes you gotta just get this stuff out there, bro. You can't just keep it, in your mind, or you gotta put the content out there, let the people decide and make their choices and really talk about dialogue. And like you see, somebody said the dialogue is wrong, but I think it's right. You know what I'm saying? We need the dialogue. We need these topics to come up inside the community. It's a time for laughing and joking. It's a lot of different stuff on the YouTube and the internet, but we need these good conversations as well, bro. We don't have them. I look on YouTube all the time for good content, good stuff. I look at a lot of your stuff. I look at China Mac stuff. Sometimes, I don't agree with everything y'all say. Nobody say, but I drop my likes here. I drop my comments there. You know what I'm saying? But we need this dialogue, bro. We need this dialogue, and like you said, we need to come together as a people. You know what I mean? We need to come together. We need more unity. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with uniting as a people, bro. And that's what I do. I do that every day, bro. I run a fatherhood a workshop, and working with people coming home, working with people that need jobs. It's all about uniting the people. It's all about connections and networking. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do here at We Locked In, bro. So we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully some of the topics we could definitely sit down and build, because the reality of it is that as content creators, at some point in time, my vision and my dream is to take like 100 content creators off of this platform and create our own website where we'll be making $1 million, annually, every quarter, because these people are getting rich off of us, and they picking and choosing. They're not treating us the way they treat white YouTubers. They're not treating us like that. They're doing us dirty. They keep us bunched in one group, so where only a certain amount of people get to see our videos, to whereas the rest of the world get to see white people videos. They're doing us dirty.
I see what
There's
you're saying.
billions of people on YouTube, but they keeping us in the nigger section where we acting like niggas. And then sometimes they will actually reward you for acting like a nigga towards another nigga. So then you keep on doing it, because now you're looking at your views. Oh, I got views. And we're not considerate towards the people that we're hurting. And it's like, what Allah says in the Quran, and I'm paraphrasing this, he said, oppression is worse than slaughter. The words that we say out of our mouth, you constantly hurting somebody's feelings, constantly hurting them. You are oppressing them.
True.
And sometimes it is worse to oppress a person than killing them. You're torturing them. And this is what we're doing to each other on the colonizers' platform. We talk about what we would do during the days of slavery. Oh, I'd have been like this, I'd have been like that. Nigga, you are a slave on this platform right now, attacking other slaves and feeling good about it. If you say the worst thing, or we say the worst thing towards each other, we get our dick hard. Like, yeah, I feel good. How you feel good hurting your brother every chance you get?
That's facts. Any last words, Moshe? What's up? Talk to me.
Nah, man, I just want to say, man, I agree with both parties in this case, man. In this case, Hassan and China, they both raised some valid points today, man. And like, again, we can't invalidate what people are experiencing, what they feeling. I think that China spoke from a place of his experiences, and I think that he's entitled to that. And I also think that, Hassan responded to that, and, he is entitled to that as well. Like, everybody has a way to do that. And I like it because it was unintentional that we would lead to this point where we're sitting here having this conversation now. So I think it was needed that it had to happen this way. I think moving forward, it's always good when you could pick up the phone and be like, yo, man, let's do a live together, man. And I'm just thinking about something of that nature, like China and Hassan both being together in that space. That would be huge, right?
Yeah.
You know, I can only imagine that would be ridiculous. So, you know, just thinking on that level, man, you know, I'm thankful that this day wasn't spent doing nothing. I do want to mention that we're going live at 5 o'clock. We have a conversation. We're having a conversation with Pee Wee and Shaq Brim. These is individuals who are well known in New York State, are well known on the East Coast. They are some of, you know, the original founders of their respective movements. And we want to speak to them about, you know, their experiences. We want to talk to them about, you know, their contributions to the gang subculture, some of the errors that they made. We want to speak to their contributions to the destructive lifestyles we see in our communities, what they are doing today to kind of like remedy some of these destructive consequences of their actions. And we want to speak about, you know, the work that they're doing today to uplift as opposed to destroy their community. So we'll be going live at 5 o'clock today. So if anybody is interested in pulling up, you know, pull up if you want to hear some dope content from these two individuals or whatever the case may be like that. But, you know, with that, you know, that's the only thing I got to say. And again, like, subscribe, share, please, man. Please, you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. What's up, Mike?
I mean, we good, man. We appreciate you, Harsh. You know what I'm saying? We salute you. Keep doing your work, bro. Keep, you know, keep talking to the villages, man. We need it. We need the information. We need the different perspectives. And you know, maybe we can all get wise and pull together, get unified behind this work that we're doing out here. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
We appreciate
Peace
you.
and love to everybody in the building, man. Stay tuned. I'll be back on this platform if it be the will of Allah.
Yep.
Peace.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yo, take care, bro.
All right. So, Lou, y'all already know us. We locked in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Hit the notifications bell. We be back at 5, man. We got about 2 hours. So y'all got another great show. We got some more legends coming up here for y'all. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right, man. That's right, man. Yo, we locked in, man.
We locked in. Y'all already know. Salute, bro.
Peace, y'all.